'cause aside from my soul, there goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
One, two, three, jump!
Get wild.
Chiefs Kingdom. It's time for All Chiefed Up with your hosts, Steve and Mike Williams.
You're listening to All Chiefed Up, the best damn Kansas City Chiefs podcast in the kingdom.
Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, baby? Noah Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
Back to the channel. It's Mike.
What's up?
It's Steve. We're all chiefed up. Thanks for tuning in today. It's going to be a good one. We're actually
You always point the wrong way.
You always
Sorry.
point it the wrong way
Is
to
it
me.
this way?
Yeah, get it right.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to talk about some crazy stuff. Steve, tell us a little bit about some trade rumors we just heard. Pat McAfee has been talking to the ex-Bengals Pac-Man corner, huh?
Man. So I don't put a whole lot of weight into it because it's Pac-Man Jones and that guy's just crazy, right?
That
But he
dude
says his
is a
sources
clown. He's a clown.
he is. Sources are telling him though that either KC or the Bills will be trading for DeAndre Hopkins either tonight or tomorrow night on draft night. I've been saying this whole time, don't be surprised if you see some kind of crazy trade right before the draft or even a draft day trade. But yeah, Mike, can you turn your mic up?
I'll turn it up.
Yeah,
Sound better?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing. I don't expect the Chiefs to do that. We've talked about that a million times. But I wouldn't be super surprised either. But yeah. In some other news, we signed Tommy Townsend back finally. I know we had him on that low tender, but we just went ahead and paid him. So we got our punter. So we don't have to draft one in the first round or anything.
It's good to see Tommy back, isn't it?
Tommy's
love Tommy
awesome.
Townsend.
Yeah. He's so cool. And then other than that, I think Chris Collinsworth actually put out a mock draft where the Chiefs took Hendon Hooker, quarterback, in round 1. What's he smoking?
Dude, I don't know what Chris Collinsworth is drinking or smoking, but the combination has got him all messed up, dude. It's insanity what this guy. Like, I get Hendon Hooker as a backup. He's coming off an ACL tear. He's like 25. He doesn't fit our profile at all. What is he talking about?
Yeah, nothing. What's going on, Richie? Good to see you, man. Slayer, what's up? Chris Wright's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Julia says, all I wanted was a Pepsi, just one Pepsi. You listening to Suicidal Tendencies there, Julia?
I think so.
Let's run that trophy back. Thank you, Blame Howard, for the inspiration. Man. So what you been doing today, Mike? How's it going? You ready for this draft, man? We are one day outside of it. Been talking about it what seems like for 2 years. And we're right here at the cusp of it.
Yeah, I feel like all we've been talking about is the draft, and it's finally here. It's kind of like Christmas. You get that anticipation all year. You're telling people what you want. We've been telling people who we've wanted. We're like, go draft this, Brett. And then Brett's like, you've been bad. Here's Cole in your stocking. You know, you don't get who you want. And I'm like, dang it.
So you're calling Brett Veach Santa Claus. What's up, Dave? How you doing, man? Good to see you here.
I'll say Brett Veach is Santa Claus. If he gives me a pick I like. If he gives me a pick I don't like, I'm like, Veach, you're like the Grinch, bro. But I trust him. I trust him.
Jacob, what's going on, man? Made it in. Good to see you. Dave, he says no. Pack Talk's mad-ish. I mean, it might happen, but I'm not betting on that. Right there with you, man. I think it's a possibility. It's a slim one. I wouldn't be like super shocked if it happened, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not saying Pac-Man Jones has any real sources. I think that guy's a little bit.
Pac-Man thinks that Patrick Mahomes isn't a good quarterback, so he's mentally unstable. Why is he on TV? Why does he hang out with Pat McAfee? Why does McAfee surround himself with idiots?
I've noticed that. Like it's getting worse. I don't know why he does it. But probably for the ratings because they're so stupid.
McAfee needs to have us on so he understands what Chiefs Kingdom.
We could talk some sense into him. Like, listen, Pat. Richie says Chris has lost his mind talking about Collinsworth. Julius says Collinsworth is twerking. Yeah, this guy's insane. What in the world's he thinking? Like, I think he was just trying to get people to talk about him. I mean, otherwise, why would you be doing that?
Collinsworth, he's kind of like, who's the other guy that hangs out with Shannon Sharp that's an idiot?
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, he does stupid stuff like that, you know. He just wants people to talk about him. Ain't nobody cares about him. I see Chris down here begging for Zay Flowers.
I see that. Hey, you guys will have to ignore me a little bit. I'll be hacking in the microphone probably over and over again. I got a little bit of sickness going on here. I don't know what the deal is.
He's trying to get me sick through the screen too because I'm starting to feel it. So I don't know how that's working, but it's working. Yeah, Zay Flowers. We actually took him yesterday. If you guys caught our video we dropped today, we knew it was going to get busted up by the algorithm because nobody likes 7-round mock drafts.
No.
We've noticed a lot of Chiefs Kingdom don't even like to talk draft or mock drafts at all, which is really strange. But yeah, we got asked by Bleacher Report to come online yesterday and do a guest like live stream to their app. and represent Chiefs Kingdom and do a 7-round mock. And the way the board fell, we actually got Zay Flowers at 31. I thought that was a steal. A lot of people were saying Zay Flowers won't be there. Well, okay, but in our mock draft he was, and we took him. And then I actually had a comment today that said Zay Flowers, they like him to come here, but not at pick 31. They think it should be in the 2nd round. And I'm like, are you on the same thing Chris Collinsworth is?
Man,
because
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but in my 1st round mock, I actually just did it today, finished it up. I think Zay Flowers is going to go around that. I think it's the 23 mark. I think he's going to be a Raven. He's going to be a Baltimore Raven. I just got that feeling. They're trying to entice, Lamar to stay there. They went and got OBJ. I could definitely see them pulling the trigger on Zay Flowers.
At the Senior Bowl, he said the Ravens were like on his. They were attached at the hip to Zay Flowers. Was the coaches for the Baltimore Ravens at the Senior Bowl. So take that what you will. I do believe. Because OBJ ain't going to last forever. Let's be real.
Right. Julia says she wants an offensive tackle, but would settle for Uzoma. Yeah, I mean, ideally, we'd get a great offensive tackle in the 1st round. I think they have to trade up to get one of the top-notch guys, obviously. If you want Paris Johnson or you want Broderick, you got to trade up. I don't see Brett Veach trading up into the top, probably 13 picks to get those 2 guys. I don't know if that's going to happen. He could sit around and get an offensive tackle. He could either get probably Anton Harrison or Darnell Wright. I think that's the 2 that they would be able to maybe get. It may be, but I actually have Darnell Wright going higher than that in my mock. So, yeah.
That's a big
Felix though. Felix should be around there. Someone might take a shot at Felix. But he's such a good pass rusher, dude. I wouldn't be mad at all if they took Anudike Uzoma in the 1st round. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil too much, but I've been racking my brain, reading everything I could, listening to as many sources as I can put my ear to the ground on. And I've come up with a wild number 1 pick that I think that we're targeting. I may tell you guys in a little bit. I don't want to keep it in until I release my final mock, but I may tell you.
Yeah.
Just a hint. He's from the area. So that's all I'll give you for now.
Well, we got to finish up our final predictions tonight. So that way we get it posted before this draft starts. We can keep score, see if we actually get any right this year. I'll have my predictions for the Chiefs. Mike will have his predictions. And I think we're going to actually add in a new little thing this year. We're going to pick, as a team, as both of us together, we're going to pick some dark horses for each round. So someone that it's not expected, but the Chiefs could take. So that should be fun. We'll get all that posted either on our website or we might just post it straight to the community tab or on Twitter or something.
Yeah, we may do a community tab. I think that's a good idea, actually. People don't like to read blogs. Hey, if you guys read blogs anymore and go to websites like we used to do back in like 2001, leave that in the comments. I'd like to know. Or do you just get your news off YouTube? I'm just curious. Richie King says over under 2 more 1st round picks. I don't know what you're asking, Richie. Make that a little clearer for me if you don't care. I haven't had coffee or nothing today, so I'm not comprehending much.
I'm half out of it anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Young Craze. What's up, Young Craze? Good to see you, buddy. He said his sources said the Chiefs weren't in on Dion 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we talked about that actually. The same guy that said this 2 weeks ago said that they were out. So it's like he can't make his mind up. His sources just crazy, I guess. What's going on, Ian? Says, are you guys comfortable with trading next year's number 1 to move up? I absolutely am. I am not. I don't like that idea. I know a lot of people do. So, I mean, if that's your opinion, then yeah, I can respect that. But I wouldn't do it. I don't like giving up next year's 1st round pick to move up. Not in this draft anyway.
Look, I'm going to give you guys a hot take. Me and Steve were talking about this the other day. We were in the car. We were driving somewhere. It was taking a long time. We said that what about on night 1 draft splash? We were actually talking to RGR. We were talking to Ryan about this. Would you guys be cool with trading out of number 31, trading back to 34? So you're just trading back 3 picks, and the Cardinals give us DeAndre Hopkins, and then us pick at number 34. Who doesn't think that's going to be a win on draft night? To move back 3 picks and score DeAndre Hopkins?
Right. Well, it just depends on all the back end stuff, right?
Yeah.
How much of his salary is Arizona going to eat? How much less is he going to take to be here? Is Chris Jones going to extend and restructure and everything? A lot is going to go into that.
But
But
I
if that
think
were to be the case and they have it worked out, it's a win.
right, I think you can make that work. And how that works out is, it sounds crazy, but I think you would have to give Arizona a little bit on the side. I know that sounds weird because it sounds like you're giving up a first round pick for Hopkins, but you're not. You're just
No.
moving back 3 picks. So I think we could give them one of our 2 6th-round picks, and we may be able to do that. Don't we have
That
2
would be
six?
very.
Do we have 2
Yeah, I
six?
think so. Yeah, we do. But that'd be very similar to the Aaron Rodgers trade that just happened. I think they swapped first round picks. And then I think they had to give up a second round or something. But obviously, Aaron Rodgers is one of the top quarterbacks in the league still.
Okay.
in his
Richie
old age,
says
so.
over under 2 more trades during the over.
Yeah.
Over.
There's going to be a lot of moving.
I think you may see 2 or 3 trades in the top 7 picks tomorrow. And I think they're going to be jostling to get maybe if CJ Stroud was to fall and they don't take him at number 2, maybe Tyree Wilson starts falling, somebody comes up. But the big one, maybe like Will Levis, the Colts may be trying to come up. I do think Bryce Young's that lock at number 1. We're hearing so much blowing smoke over Will Levis being number 1 pick or CJ Stroud. I just feel like Bryce Young's head and shoulders above these other guys. I really do.
I actually have the Texans taking Anthony Richardson at pick number 2. So I think that's one that people don't think. They think that CJ Stroud's going to go there. I don't. I think they're going to go with Richardson, higher upside. And he's that quarterback that is successful in the NFL right now. The athletic type that can run and throw, dual threat. So
I will say they hired D'Amico Ryans there, and D'Amico Ryans is he's a defensive head coach, so he's a defensive-minded guy. He may want somebody like a C.J. Stroud, though, Steve, that's not going to turn the ball over, whereas with Richardson, you're going to have some growing pains. He may turn the ball over a little bit. So
I don't know, man. I feel like the Texans, they've been bad for a while now. They gotta take a risk. Let's see, Julia says McAfee's turning into a clown show. Yes, absolutely.
Chris, I saw your mock. Zay at 31 is a godsend. It would be. I think if Zay Flowers falls to 31, I think you take that. I think you have to take it. Now, what's going to be the conundrum is if Zay Flowers falls to 31 and also Quentin Johnston falls to 31 and maybe Darnell Wright. And now you're going to have 3 or 4 guys that we're looking at hardcore. That's going to be crazy to see.
I think some receivers are going to fly off the board earlier than people are thinking. Because I know a lot of people don't think that there's going to be a lot of these guys taken in the first round. On the other hand, I think Jackson Smith and Jigba might be a top 10 pick just because people like taking shots on guys like that. And they've seen what Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave did last year. So another Ohio State wide receiver. I could see him going early, maybe around to the Falcons or something like that, even though they took Drake London last year. I don't see them going quarterback. I don't think they've completely sold out on Desmond Ridder yet. I don't know why they would. So I think that it maybe could go there. And then I think that, like I said earlier, Zay Flowers, Baltimore, and I'm telling you, if Quentin Johnston's on the board when the Bengals pick, they might go ahead and take him because they can't keep T. Higgins there. They don't have the money to keep him there with Jamar Chase. So they might go ahead and cut their losses on that and get Quentin Johnston in there. Just have a similar body.
Right. Dave McGahee says, I like mocks. We all do, Dave, and I'm glad you do. Yeah, going back to your thought process, Steve, I don't know where the wide receivers are going to go, but I have a hard time seeing Jackson Smith and Jigba getting past maybe the Texans at that second pick they got, or even Green Bay right there in the middle of the first. Have a hard time seeing that, and I think when one of them comes off the board, you'll see a little bit of a run. I think that's going to be that's going to be it. Like when one don't get picked to like say pick 10 or 11, then you'll see a few pop up. Brent
says tomorrow's the day. It is,
right,
man.
Brent.
It's awesome that we're right here.
You're right,
Chris with the 10 bomb, baby.
You know what that means, Chris? I don't know what that means. I don't know. But we appreciate you,
that,
man.
That's awesome. It says if Zay or QJ fall to high teens, I think we go up. I think that you're correct that we would have to go up to get them in the late teens because, like I said, I think they're both going to go in the early 20s. I'm thinking Baltimore and Cincinnati will scoop those two up.
Hey, what's he say? If not, we got that 4th to Zona for D-Hop in the pocket. But that's what I'm saying. What if we fall out of round 1, and at the end of round 1, the big splash is D-Hop's coming to KC, baby. And then we pick 3 picks later, and we sit there and maybe take the guy I've been looking at that I'm getting ready to drop because I think he could possibly fall just a little bit. Or you take Felix Anudike or somebody like that. Maybe you can get a Jahmyr Gibbs at 34. You never know how the board's going to run. But you would have D-Hop in the pocket, and then you could give up that 6th round. Arizona needs a 6th round pick, so I could definitely
Be
see
crazy.
something like that.
What's going on, Gary? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Gary? What's up, brother? I seen you the other day in RGR's chat. We were having a little chat back and forth.
Yeah, we like to get in other people's chats every now and then. Just support them a little bit. So I was actually on KCSN the other night, and we'll jump on Cole's every now and then just for fun. Talk a little trash. I think Cole was saying something about he could be a wide receiver, and I told him I'd never draft him because he'd get his back broke on the first hit.
Somebody would tackle him by his beard. You remember how they used to pull the
You see that?
hair?
Is he doing his party thing tonight? His like live little party thing? Is that today?
What? A live
I
party?
think he was having a little get together for the draft. I don't know. I could be wrong.
The one where people were like where he was selling tickets and stuff.
Right.
It might be. I don't know. I don't think he would do it in the middle of the draft. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Brent says, talking to Ian, next year's draft will be very loaded. Why would we give up that first? Yeah, I'm kind of on that bandwagon, dude. I just don't want to give up that first round pick to move up this year. I don't think there's anybody this year that is that much of a game changer we have to go after to give up next year's first round pick. I don't know. Mike, is there any scenario where you would go for that?
To trade up and lose our first round pick?
Yeah, for next year.
No, I don't like it.
I don't think so either.
I always want a first round pick because even the guy you're trading up for has got so much bust potential. I think picking in the first round, you've only got like a 50-50 shot of these guys even lasting to their second contract. So I don't know. It'd have to be a very, very like that guy that you just know. You'd have to be that in on him. Julia says, I heard Clark really wants a first round pick. True or no? He did early from what we can tell. But I think when the time comes, he's going to let Veach do what Veach has to do. If Veach feels they got to get out of the first, if he feels he's going to trade, I think he lets Veach do what he does because without Brett Veach, we're not winning these championships. You got to let the master work. You got to let the wizard whiz. And, well, that sounded bad. That sounded like he's going to pee or something. You gotta let the wizard do some magic. That don't sound as good as let the wizard whiz, but you get my
No, I think they got to do what they think is smart regardless. They can't do any, they can't make bad decisions for optics because it's in Kansas City. Like they're going to have to do what they got to do. Gary says, do you guys see the Chiefs draft running back Alabama Gibbs? Yes, I could see that. I don't think that would be out of the realm of possibility here. Don't be surprised if you see them go after him. If he's on the board, I've said this since the beginning of us talking about the draft. If Bijan Robinson or Gibbs, either one fall to 31, they could pull the trigger on either of them. They're too much of, they're elite talent. Like they're game changers. Like you can't pass that kind of talent up. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm with you. Jahmyr Gibbs is Jamal Charles made over. I would not put it past us. I mean, you got to think about it. If you get that cheap running back there that can provide the McKinnon row for 5 years at that lower salary, I mean, you almost have to think about it.
Right. So, Craze. So, trading up in round 1, I think there's a possibility there. I think the possibilities are pretty much just wide open right now. Like, it's really hard to pinpoint, like, just one thing that could happen. But, yeah, definitely a possibility of us trading up because there are, like, we know that if they are dead set on an offensive tackle, they have to trade up. And if they want Zay Flowers that bad or whoever it might be, they're going to have to trade up. So, yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Trading for D-Hop, also a possibility. I've been saying that for a long time. A draft night trade could be a thing for D-Hop and Pac-Man Jones. His sources say so. But I don't know. I could almost see D-Hop going to Buffalo, to be honest, though. It just seems like it's such a Buffalo move to make.
Would you guys – I'm curious. Let me know in the chat. Would you guys be completely fine with trading up on night 1 and giving up our first round this year and our first round next year? Or no, not the first round both years. Let's do first round and a second round this year, and you give those both up to go to like 20 and grab a Broderick Jones, and then in the third round we trade that pick off for D-Hop. Like, would you all be fine just getting Broderick Jones and D-Hop in the first 4 rounds? Like, would that be something you'd be interested in?
I
think that's what he's asking because he's kind of asking this. Like, what do you think of us trading up then trading for D-Hop? So I'm kind of curious. Richie says McAfee needs to keep WWE and football separate. Dude, for real.
Yeah, McAfee's got problems. What's Brent saying here? Brent says Bengals need a tight end over a receiver. They do need a tight end. So, I mean, I could see them maybe pulling the trigger on Kincaid or Mayer if they're around there. But at the same time, I think if Quentin Johnston's on the board, that's where I've got him going because they have a situation with T Higgins. They can't afford him. Not with Jamar Chase there as well. So if they get somebody like Quentin Johnston, who's that elite talent, that's got the body size and everything like a T Higgins, I think that they wouldn't really miss a beat. Like they would still have their guy. They'd be on a rookie contract, get the 5th-year option. I think that would be a way they might go.
Yeah, they could take anybody. I'm telling you, I've seen Dalton Kincaid projected as high as Washington at like 15 or 16. So
he's going to be a weapon somewhere.
Yeah, you just really the draft is wild, guys. Like it's just nuts.
It is. Chris says he loves your idea, 31 to 34 for D-Hop sold. Dude, I think that would be excellent for us. I mean, you still got essentially a first-round pick. I mean, it's a second-round pick. Our first-round pick's a second-round pick. Let's just be honest here.
Everybody's first-round pick after pick 20 is a second-round pick because there's not that many guys worth the first-round pick this year. Let's be honest. Yeah, I'm down with it, Chris. That's what I think.
Steven James. What's going on, Steven? Good to see you. He says back-breaking draft party. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's talking about... Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Yeah, it's tonight. Okay, it's tonight. Steven, I'm glad you're here. I got your package you sent me for Eagles Tears, bro. The post office...
Mike, are you going to drink it?
They held it hostage from me, and that milk was... it straight looks clabbered up, but I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to sniff it, and I may drink it. Anyway,
dude, you can't do it.
This is it. Stephen James sent me this. Everybody give Stephen James a thumbs up in chat for being the man and sending me these Eagles Tears.
That was awesome, dude.
It's cheesecake flavored milk. Is it pronounced Chateau Company or Shadow? I don't know how it's pronounced, but I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna pop this thing open in a minute. I'm gonna brave the fact that it's not been refrigerated for 6 days.
You're going to drink yogurt, bro. It's going to be disgusting.
I want to taste it. I'm doing whatever I can.
I would never do it.
This is, I do what I can for KC, baby.
Man, I'm not drinking clabbered milk.
Chris says, yes, Co is having it tonight at Boulevard. Okay.
Cool.
So we're all just going to interrupt his party. We're just going to show up uninvited.
If I was there, I would totally do it. I'd be like, sorry, I don't have tickets. What, who do you think you are? Let me in, Cole. Here, I got a question here.
Oh, go ahead. My bad, man.
No, you're good. Yeah. Chris says if it's Broderick Jones, yes. And remember, our next year's first will be pick 32. So, yeah, I'm okay with going up for that guy. Man, you make a good point because we're definitely going to have the 32nd pick again. Definitely going to repeat.
Yep. Pono, what's up, man? Big deal will be done with the Cardinals that would bring D-Hop to the Chiefs. That's what we're hearing. That's what we've been talking about. I'm still sold on the 31 to 34 and get D-Hop and give up a 6th. You essentially keep your first and you get D-Hop. I mean, come on.
Let's be honest here. If Brett Veach wants to be flashy and wants to make the big splash at the draft because it's in Kansas City, what gets more, flashy than making a trade for D-Hop? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it don't matter who you pick or if you even trade up to get somebody, it still doesn't match that. Like the trade for D-Hop would be the biggest news of the draft.
No, could you imagine if we would have landed A.J. Brown last year? That would have been insane.
Dude, that would have been nasty.
Jack's here. What's up, Jack?
What's up,
Good
Jack?
to see you, buddy. I've said Gibbs since the start. Please chat. Don't let me be right. Pop needs a backup. 17 games long road. Yeah, I think, you have to replace McKinnon. I know there's been talks with McKinnon right now. They said they'll address it after the draft. But let's think about this. Jerick McKinnon's 31. He's got a long injury history. He had a great season last year, but if you can get a guy that could come in on a rookie contract with fresh legs that could come in, and like the one thing you're going to lose with McKinnon is the blocking ability, is the protection from Mahomes. But can you find ways around that? Probably. I think
that's also something that can be taught. Like somebody can learn the pass protection as far as being a running back and picking up on those blitzes and stuff. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world.
T-Bone. Steve, people are liking my idea here for D-Hop. They're loving it.
I mean, I like it too. I think it'd be great.
I'm telling you, I may have to call Veach up. Does anybody got Veach's number? Drop it in the chat. I'm going to call him up. We're going to see what's up. Stephen James says, hilarious. Don't do it.
Dude, don't do it.
I'm doing it.
I'm eating a cracker. I'm eating a peanut butter cracker. You want to drink some clabbered milk?
First, I got to pop this lid up. Hold up. I got to pop the lid. It's
Dude,
got like
you're
a
not
ring
doing
around
that.
it. It's got a ring around it. How do you get this lid off?
Don't do it, man.
How do you? Hold up. It pops. I'm an idiot. Hold
Hey,
up.
I'm gonna put a poll up if Mike should drink the clabbered milk or not.
Let me. It looks thick. Is this supposed to look this thick? Can you guys see this?
Dude, bleh.
Can you see this? I don't want to spill milk on my. Whoa, bro. No way. That smells like cheesecake and yogurt.
I'm putting a poll up.
Whoa. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on it. We're going to let the Poe decide. If the Poe wants me to drink the milk, I'll do it. If you guys don't want me to get some kind of weird poisoning, then I won't do it. But, I mean, for the people. I'll do it for the people. If I throw up, that's also for the people. Can we get demonetized for drinking clabbered milk and throwing up on ourselves on a live? I don't know how that works.
Possibility.
That is a possibility.
Jack says it's a long season and Pop runs hard. Man, yeah, we've talked about that. Check out the way he runs, man. You never want to say that, it could cause an injury, but yeah. I mean, the way he goes, he's 110%. Balls to the wall. So,
Bill and Chad, KC Sports Talk. What's up, man? What's up, Bill? I don't know if it's Bill or Chad or both. Either way, thanks for being here. They'll probably have to extension with Chris Jones to get D-Hop. Yeah, that's for sure.
yes, for sure. It's hand in hand.
Yeah, we were thinking that maybe Chris went down there and was like, look, buddy, we're going to fish together, but I'm also going to show you that I'm going to take an extension and get you here. So we'll see. God Soldier, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for the membership, Chris. Chris, you passing out more memberships, bro?
I didn't even see it. You out here gifting stuff?
I don't know if he is or not. Jack says, oh, just the $2. He didn't say nothing. Jack says,
we
let's
appreciate
have
that, Jack.
Hey,
thanks, man.
I think Jack wants a moment of silence for $2.
Jack wants us to stop talking
Okay.
about D-Hop trades.
Everybody, we'll give him a moment of silence for $2. Here we go.
We appreciate that, Jack.
That didn't last
support's
very
awesome.
long. Steve did not like that idea. He talked over my moment of silence. He cursed my prayer with voodoo right there.
Michael Carpenter says you need to drink it, man. Chris writes, it's just a sip.
Oh my God. Ep says heavy cream, bro.
Hey, let me check out the poll. I haven't looked at the poll. Let me look.
It's bad.
We're at 56%. Yes, you need to drink the milk.
Are you guys trying to kill me?
We'll let that go for another few minutes. We'll see, because it's pretty close. We're almost at a 50-50, so.
Julia says Mike is wild. I don't know if I'm that wild, though. Brent says sip it, and if it tastes bad, spit it out. You know, Brent, it stinks. But if I'm going to put my tongue, if I put my tongue in this, I'm just going to swallow it because I want to know what it tastes like. That's the point of having Steven send me this is I want to know what it tastes like. So
it's going to taste like yogurt.
Right. I have to at least try a little bit. So if I swallow, I'm swallowing it. I mean, straight up.
Hey, Steven says you're a maniac, so.
Well, this is UPS's fault. What kind of UPS doesn't leave it at your doorstep like it's supposed to do, and they put it at the post office? How stupid.
That's ridiculous. Hey, what's going on, Michael? Good to see you. Yeah, we've talked about this a few times, about the D-Hop trade. So, yes, I think if they were to be able to trade for D-Hop, I would not be mad at it. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Mike has suggested that we trade back our pick 31 for their pick 34, get D-Hop, and then trade off a fourth rounder, I believe is what you said.
Sixth.
Dude,
hey,
that would be sweet.
I'd do a fourth.
Fourth would be okay too, yeah.
If they'll take a sixth, I'd definitely do it. They don't have a 6th round pick. That's why I suggested that.
Yeah. Hey, do it for the kingdom, Chris Cheek says. What's going on, Chris? Good to see you, man. Mike, I think you're gonna have to take a drink of milk, bro.
Julia says, Chad don't.
No, they don't.
They don't. Julia, I'm learning a lot right now. You guys hate me. So this is what I've learned. I'm probably going to quit the show. This is going to be my last night here. Steve's going to take over this thing by himself. Either I'm going to just quit because you don't love me, or I'm just going to drink this and die. So which of the two? Something's happening. I will say this. I don't know. I'm getting scared. I'm getting cold feet on it, Steve, because it's super thick, bro.
That is pretty disgusting. I don't know if I would do it, but we got to go with what the chat says.
I don't want it to spill on my computer here, so I can't really show you the milk, but you see it wiggling at the top. Oh God.
Hey, I'm ending the poll in 1 minute, so they better make a comeback if they don't want you to take a drink of that milk.
If I
Hey.
take a drink of this milk,
Oh, my
everybody in chat better give me like $50.
Hey, I'm cracking up. Jack said he's going to turn his head when you drink the milk.
Dude, please don't. I'm literally gonna cry, dude. Yeah, Gary, it is spoiled milk straight up, bro. Like I can tell.
Don't do it. See, Pono says get D hop, cut MVS, save 30 million, and use that to get your top tier edge or OT free agent. What's the 30 million?
Yeah, I don't think we can cut MVS at this point. I think they've already announced
No.
they're keeping him, so I don't know. Man,
How much did they pay MVS?
I don't
That
know.
much, was it?
I don't think it's 30, but Michael Carpenter says, what about Ross? I feel like he's going to go far in KC. Yeah, we've talked about Justin Ross. We think there's a good chance he makes the roster. I just don't know how much Brett. I don't know how much Andy Reid's going to actually use him. But yeah, he's got potential. We like him here.
Man, if he can stay healthy and on the field, I think he can do good things.
What's up, Jacob? He says Kalijah Cansey or Anton Harrison at 31. I think
Hey,
if the
if
Chiefs
Kalijah-
had... Go ahead.
If Kalijah's there at 31, you pull the trigger. I don't think he's going to be. I think I mocked him like 12th to the Texans or something. But I don't think he's going to be there at 31. But if he is, can you really pass up on that talent?
Right. But I was going to say, Anton Harrison, man, that's your right tackle and left tackle of the future.
That's a good one. That's a good pick.
I
for
feel
real.
like Brett Veach would probably take Anton Harrison over him. I just don't
So
know
the
if
poll was
Kansas
up.
fits what we do. Please, God.
Poll was up
don't.
for 5 minutes, and 58% said that you need to take a drink of that milk, Mike.
58% of you guys hate
Hey.
me.
Brent says, hit the like for him to take a sip. Yeah. Hey, Mike's going to take a sip of his milk because you guys voted it. But please, for him, just take 2 seconds to go hit that like button first. I think that's only fair.
I can't.
I think it's only
oh
fair.
My God.
Hit that like button for Mike to take a sip of this milk. I mean, you got to test the Eagles tears out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if it was just regular milk, I wouldn't do it. If I drink it, hey, I tell you what, I'm going to make a deal with somebody. I'll chug this bottle.
Don't do it.
I will-
Don't chug it.
I will
You're
chug
going to
it.
get
and,
sick, dude.
I will chug it and throw up. No,
Don't
I
do
can't
that.
do that. I can't do it. Hey, I'm going to take a good drink, though. I just don't want to sip it. If I'm going to take a drink, I'm taking a drink. I might.
Epps. Let's see. Epps
Get
says, were the Chiefs going to put all this picks really set on most positions except edge and wide receiver? I feel like they give picks to get D-Hop. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they? I think if they can work it out, they will. Edge, offensive tackle, wide receiver, defensive tackle. Those are the main things that we're looking at in this draft. I think that we could go ahead and pull the trigger on some DBs again. A lot of people don't like that. But, I mean, if Keely Ringo were to fall in the second round or somebody like that, I could see Brett Veach going after. Or like I wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't, like, if Joey Porter's sitting there at 31 or something like that. It would not surprise me that much because these guys are just talented defensive backs.
Yeah, that's true. T-Bone says it was 3 years, 30 for MVS. Okay, but if they cut him now, you're not getting all 30 back, obviously. So
Right. It's crazy they paid him that much, to be honest. But, I mean, MPS, let's be fair here. He was good last year. He was open
Hey,
a lot. Just
this-
didn't work out.
I don't know how to say your name. I'm going to say M. Jam
Mitchie. Just say Mitchie.
Mitchie. M. Ja Mitchie. I don't know. But either way, you won't be able to go to work tomorrow if you drink that. That is an incentive to drink it there, bro.
You know what's funny?
I know.
Is he's not going to work tomorrow. He's getting ready to go to work tonight. That's going to make it even
Yeah,
better.
I got to go tonight. I do a night shift run. And then the draft's tomorrow. I don't want to be sick for the draft, guys. Are you going to do this
I'm
to
sick
me?
for the draft. Dude, I got sick on Super Bowl day. And then I'm sick again on draft day. It's like I
Hey,
can't catch a break with this,
story.
dude. It's ridiculous.
We got tickets to go watch the Chiefs-Texans playoffs, and Steve got so sick he had to sit in a hotel room. He couldn't even go to Arrowhead because he was projectile vomiting.
Dude,
and
it was
that's the
bad.
game. That's the game the Texans got up on us really big. We made the epic comeback and sang Garth Brooks. Steve missed it. He was in a hotel room in KC.
Look,
Oh
I'll tell
my
you what I
God.
was doing. So,
What a
I
chooch.
first of all, that was one of the sickest one of the times I've been the sickest in my entire life. Like I literally felt like I could fall over and die. It was bad. I think I ended up going to like some kind of clinic there in KC, and they said I had strep. I think is what they said I had, but I was so sick, dude. It was unreal. And I remember I was sitting in the hotel room, and I was like, dude, I haven't ate in 2 days, pretty much. And I've got to try to eat something. So I ordered a Five Guys burger. So you know how greasy they are. And here I am sick. And I'm like disgustingly sitting in bed eating this Five Guys burger, watching that game. I never had a doubt, though. I knew they were coming back.
Steven with the 5 bomb. He says, pure cultured Red Zone Zinger, 58%. Dude, that milk is totally nasty. God soldier, how would you do this to me? How are you going to put this curse on my shoulders? How are you going to do that?
Hey, Blue Eye Devil. Hey, hopefully that means like Blue Eye Devil, not Duke Blue Devils. I think we might have said that before. Either way, what's going on? What's up, y'all? Look at, see, Zay or bust? Man, I don't know. I just don't think that we're going to get Zay. I think that it would be okay for us to sit at 31 and take him. I'd be happy about that. I don't like the idea of having to trade up to get him, and I think that we would have to. Like I said earlier, I think he's going to go 23 to the Ravens, I believe, is where I got him going.
Shout out to Ep. Ep just became a member. He's part of the Matt Castle Club. The Matt Castle Club, baby. Hey, I'm sorry.
Got a lot of Matt Castles.
Steve decided to name you guys Matt Castle. I don't know why he chose Castle.
That's not why. There's three tiers to the memberships. So the entry level
top, right? Mahomes
right, and entry level was Matt Castle, and then mid level was Alex Smith. It just made sense.
Okay.
So no disrespect. It's just that's the Matt Castle level. But yeah, thanks for becoming a member, man. That's awesome.
I just
trying to grow with the members.
I just can't believe
do some
this
fun
one here.
things.
Still tell me it's going to be a bust. How dare you, God Soldier? You're supposed to
Hey,
be God Soldier.
He's putting that juju on you, man. He said, you drink that clabbered milk or the Chiefs are going to suck tomorrow in the draft.
Come on. What would Jesus do? He wouldn't make me drink clabbered milk. Or would he? Mike, the chat is showing no love. You're right, Jack. Nope. They aren't. They hate me. They want me to drink milk. Julia is going to Julia, if I drink milk and throw up, will you throw up too? Are you that kind of person?
Yeah, just thinking about it's making her gag, probably.
Nicholas, nice knowing you, Mike. I tell you, if I drink this milk, which it looks like I'm going to have to. Everybody's cursing me.
I think that's the consensus here.
They're wanting me to get sick. They're wanting me to, but I have to taste it. It's cheesecake flavored milk.
Hey, what's up, Kato? Good to see you, man. Man, everything's good. We're just chilling. Yeah. Are we getting D-Hop? That's the $1 million question. I think that it's 50-50 right now, to be quite honest about it. I think that it's a 50-50. It's a coin toss. I think the Chiefs could definitely be in on D-Hop. We just never know. Never know. Scott Crosser made it in. Good to see you, man. You got here right before Mike's getting ready to drink some spoiled milk.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to hold up so that somebody will just convince me not to do it, and
hey, look,
trying.
Richie's out, bro. Later, Richie. He said he ain't watching this crap.
Richie probably doesn't want to watch me drink that.
Mike, it's spiritual milk. No worries, Steven says.
And I don't know.
Bro, drink the milk or we're not winning the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, it turned into that. This is the key.
These people want to see you drink the old milk so bad, son.
Bro, this is so bad.
They have no love for you. I think it was Julia that said there's no love for you in the chat.
I'll give you guys
100% right.
If you guys share this with people and we get over 100 people viewing this, I'll do it. We're at 84.
We're right there. I think we're at 84, 81. It dropped because Richie was out. He's like, I'm not watching this.
I'm cheering against it. I'm actively cheering against people coming to our show. Please, God. Drop.
Hey, good call. Good call. We hate the Dookies too. Just had to make sure there. I was scared with the name.
Yeah.
Gary Holland says, Mike, there's a dairy farm by me that sells red Mahomes milk. Dude, you need that one too.
Yeah, send that one. I'll drink it. Please don't make it clabbered. I know it wasn't Steven's fault. Steven sent it totally fine, but UPS screwed me. Man, UPS.
They didn't care.
They're trying
UPS
to make
is part of this plan, son.
Yeah,
They're like, you know what? They conspired with Steven and everybody in this chat to watch you drink clabbered milk.
Bro, I'm doing FedEx.
It's all a setup.
I'm going FedEx from now on.
What's going on, Scott? You're seeing it, man. Just ready for this draft for real. Me and Mike were actually working on our final predictions right before we got on this live stream. So we're working on it. I have a little bit of it right here beside me. If we want, we could give away maybe our top picks.
I don't care.
Yeah, we could.
Anything to prolong me having to drink this clabbered milk. I mean, I'm down.
I think you should quit. I think if you're going to do it, you just need to do it.
Okay, I'm doing it. Guys, I just want to warn you, if you have a weak stomach, watch out.
Oh, whatever. Don't throw. He ain't going to do that. Mike, tough it out.
How do you get it? Oh, yeah, it pops. Never mind. Okay, hold up. I'm trying not to spill it on my setup here. I don't want to waste $1,000 of computer equipment. It's ripe, dude. It is so ripe. Look, I'm gonna dip my finger in it. You can watch it. Oh my God, it won't even drip. It's not even dripping.
Ew.
Look, it won't even drip. Look how thick it is. Oh my God, I'm gonna hurl.
Julia says, no, Mike, no. Hey, Scott says, let's freaking go, Mike. This is for the Super Bowl. It's for the Super Bowl and for a good draft pick. You have to take a drink.
Okay, well, look, people's gonna say
5,
People's gonna say I
4,
didn't do it, so I'm gonna show you that it's
3,
full.
2, 1. Oh my God, that's so gross.
I just spit milk all over my.
Hey, you didn't drink enough, man. Oh, Lord. Look what y'all did to Mike. I can't believe he took a drink of that. That's insane. Y'all would have never got me to do that. Let's get that straight. He's insane. Mike, stop.
I can't.
Hit that freaking like button. Yeah, Orion. Or Orion, sorry. Orion guided. Hit that like button. For Mike. I can't believe he did that. That's insane. You okay over there? Can you hear me? You all right? Oh, we don't have any headphones on. Man. I can't hear you. I think he broke all of his stuff. He done unplugged himself, freaking out from drinking the milk.
I'm back.
Okay.
I spit clabbered milk all over my computer and it muted my microphone.
Hey, Jack says he's seen nothing.
I drank that much. Oh my God, that was like 3 full swallows, guys.
No,
I'm
whatever. Was it that
disgusted.
much?
Yeah, I had to swallow 3 times.
Julia says you should get a YouTube plaque for that.
Look at this. Oh my God, if there was smell-o-vision, you guys would have just threw up.
That's so bad.
Oh my God, I got like.
Hey, but you
now
know
I got
what?
Stinky cheesecake milk all over my computer.
That was easily worth a Super Bowl and a good draft pick, right? Hey, let's go ahead and give everybody our first round predictions. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's go. Just saying.
So these are
a good draft pick and a Super Bowl. I'd have drank that whole thing. That's how much of a fan. I'm trying to. I'll take anything.
Hey,
for the Chiefs, bro.
The real Kato, he knows what's up. He knows what's going on for you later. You're gonna be driving. You don't have to pull over to truck stop.
Bro, I'm not lying. That was nasty.
Yeah, so like we were saying, we're trying to get down our final predictions here. So we were working on that earlier. Mike, you want to tell them who your final prediction is for our first round pick?
Yeah. Okay. So everybody's talking tackle. We can't predict trades. You just can't do it. So we're just going to sit at 31. That's what I'm going to say. Who knows? There's a player from North Kansas City. He played at Northwestern. He is a Spags guy. He runs a 4.49, and he's a defensive tackle / defensive end. Tommy Adebawore from Northwestern is who I think the Chiefs are honestly looking at 31. They could maybe even trade up to 25 to get him because I think they may want him that bad. He's a prototypical Spags guy. He's a little small, but he is so athletic. He has a 40-inch vertical. This dude's off the charts. I think he provides Chris Jones with help at the 3 technique. I think you can rush him from the outside. I just like him. I also do believe, though, he could slip to 31, and technically he could slip to 34. So we could still make the D-Hop trade and possibly snag him at 34 as well if that was to happen. But I'm going to pick the Chief Kansas City guy, Tommy Adebawore, because why? He said he wants to be a Chief, and he's going to be a Chief at heart forever. And that's what I'm taking.
Nice.
Steve.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. A lot of people's talking about him. So, I mean, that's a good one to me. What's going on, King Mo? Pac-Man Jones. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Definitely a possibility. We're going to keep our eyes peeled for it. It could happen tonight or tomorrow is what they say. But we'll see about that. Also, the Bills are in too, so could be the Buffalo Bills. Steven says, Big Mike, bro, has huge cojones.
Dude,
I can't believe you drank that.
I don't either. Hey, that's another good reason to get to trade up. You can trade up above Buffalo and maybe take Adebawore because they're trying to find somebody on the inside
Right.
too. Wouldn't that be fun to steal another one from Buffalo?
Hey, what's going on, Tom? I guess the question is, do we think that D-Hop's coming to KC?
No.
Ah, no, I just think it's too perfect of a scenario for it to actually happen. Like, I mean, if we could get him for next to nothing, they could get that contract worked out, Chris Jones extended. That would be ideal. But are we that lucky for everything to just fall into place like that? I don't know. I'm 50-50 still. I'm going to stick around at 50-50. So Mike took out a Bore, is that how you say his name, in the first round?
Yep.
I actually have the Chiefs sitting at 31 and taking right tackle Darnell Wright from Tennessee. That's who I have as my final prediction. I think that Anton Harrison might be gone off the board, and obviously the other guys are going to be gone off the board. I think Darnell Wright might, he's going to be there more than likely, and I think the Chiefs might take him. So we did pick a couple of dark horses, though. Yes, we're
You're
going
right,
back to back.
Scott.
You
You're
know what?
right.
We were going back to back whether you drank that milk or not.
Hey, but now I've locked it in. I've
Yeah.
locked it in.
Some dark horse picks. We went ahead and threw out some dark horses for you guys too. So this is some things that might happen in the first round that nobody's really talking about. This could happen. These are our dark horse picks. Jonathan Mingo, wide receiver. If we reach on Jonathan Mingo, that's a possibility. And also Keanu Benton, the defensive tackle from Wisconsin. I think that the Chiefs are really in love with this guy, and he's moving up draft boards. Everybody likes him, so if they want to cheer up that inside of the defensive line there, they might go with that.
Yeah, I like those two picks. I think Mingo can get into the first round. I'm starting to see Mingo mocked all the way up to like 25 and 26. People are talking about maybe the Giants could take a look at him. Dude, it's crazy. You know, a potential first round trade up spot that I think you guys should really keep an eye on is Dallas. They're not in our division. The Cowboys are maybe targeting Jahmyr Gibbs as well because they lost Zeke. There's a few things. They actually probably need some wide receivers, so they maybe could come down and take a Jalen Hyatt at 31. So if we need to get up to 25 and jump Buffalo, that's a good range. If one of those tackles were to fall to there, I could see them coming up and taking them there as well. And we'd also called out Jacksonville. We got ties to Jacksonville because of Peterson, so that's always a good spot to look at as well.
Right.
You can
And the
take out-
Giants.
Right. And well, the reason Jacksonville may not do it is because Jacksonville's in our division and they think they're close to us. We did play them in the playoffs last year. So if they think they're helping us, they may not want to do that, but it's whatever. What's up,
Right.
Rich? What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? He says, I don't see a D-Hop trade coming. I think Chiefs are good with who they have, plus a pick or two in the draft. More than likely, you're right, man, but I'm still holding on to that 50-50. I think it's a coin toss at this point. So many rumors about it. I mean, sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. You never know. Chris Wright says, I can live with Darnell at 31. Beach, what's going on, man? Says, that's my pick also. Right, good pick. So a lot of people like Darnell Wright. I think like maybe Anton Harrison might be a better selection than Wright just because he offers you that ability to play at the left side. But I mean, I would be okay with Wright.
Yep. I like Wright. I think he's the right tackle. He's your right tackle. That's why his last name's Wright.
Darnell Wright tackle. Hey, the Rocato says we're proud of you, Mike. Good job.
Thanks, Cato. I appreciate you. I don't feel too good right now, so if you've noticed, I got quiet. It's okay.
It'll be okay. F says big boys up front. You can't have enough of those players. Man, you're right. I've said this over and over again, but I really would like the Chiefs to shore up that offensive and defensive line. I mean, the trenches is where you win these games. And I mean, we saw what happened when you don't have an offensive line. When you have a whole offensive line, you get absolutely destroyed by the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. And then
hey, big boys
we've
up front on the defense too.
Exactly. We've seen years and years of teams running all over us. So
that's why
I'm with you.
That's why I picked Adebawore, is because he's very stout as a run defender. And to me, he kind of reminds me of Kalijah Cansey a little bit. He's a little bigger. He's taller, but he's just as fast and explosive. So I believe he fits Spags. Spags likes to put him inside next to Chris Jones, outside to rush the passer. He's very versatile. I think he's fit for Spagnuolo's defense, to be honest.
Right. What's going on, Lenny? Good to see you, man. Glad you made it in today.
Yep, glad you're here, Lenny.
Hopefully you miss Mike drinking the spoiled milk. That's all I got to say. Hey, quit clicking this off.
Are we
Why do you
clicking
do
the
that
same
to me?
one?
Yeah, you do it to me all the time.
My mistake. We both like this comment. Chief Kelsey says sweet spot for trade up is 25 or 26, both NFC teams. I'll say it in a minute, and ahead of the Bills and Bengals. It's exactly what
Right.
I was just saying. I think that's your sweet spot because if you can pass the Bills and the Bengals, think about getting up in front of the Bills. Okay, look, Steve thinks Quentin Johnson. If Quentin Johnson starts falling, he is going to land in Cincinnati possibly. Steve already thinks
I
that.
think
So if you want Quentin Johnson, you're going to have to get up there. You may have to get in front of New York as well because New York needs a wide receiver. But if you think about it, they took the kid from Kentucky last year at the top of the second, Steve, Wandale
Yeah.
Robinson. They're not going to take another Zay Flowers type. They're going to take the big X receiver this time. So there's another spot for Quentin Johnson, in my opinion.
Absolutely. What's going on, Rock? What's up, everybody? Finally off work, ready to talk some Chiefs. Draft so close. I'm jonesing for something, dude. It's crazy. I'm so glad the draft's here. I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm almost just drafted out. Like we've been studying players and watching film, talking about this, talking about that, and it's like I'm glad it's here. To be honest, it's crazy. It kind of snuck up on us this year. Usually it feels like it takes forever to get there, but this year it just kind of popped in on us pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. Julia says the amount of smoke screens and misinformation being put out this year is ridiculous. Outside the number one pick, who knows?
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's going to be crazy this year. It was pretty tough last year, to be honest. There's a lot of moving, a lot of weird. Like we seen, who was it? We had that big defensive end everybody loved, Jermaine Johnson last year. They were talking about him being a top 10 pick, and that dude slid all the way to like.
Yeah, and then everyone
20
thought we were trading
something.
up for him when we took McDuffie.
Dude,
Everybody went
yeah.
nuts because I thought we were going after Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah, and then he didn't do much with New York. So that's what I'm saying. It's so hit or miss, man. T-Bone says, I don't want another undersized wide receiver. We were
Man,
talking
I'm
about
with
that
you.
today. Yeah.
I'm with you, but I just don't see. I don't see where the Chiefs will get a bigger receiver. They've yet to prove to me that they care to do that. The only guy that's above 6 feet, it seems like, is Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and he's not really the ideal, like, typical big wide receiver that we would like to see. Now, if they could get D-Hop in here, you would really see how that would work in an Andy Reid offense, like a dominant X receiver that can use his body to make catches.
Yep. Rich, he says, I just figured out you guys were actually brothers the last live Saturday night. I've been watching your videos for almost a year. Well, first and foremost, Rich, we appreciate you watching for a year. That's about how long we've been
Yeah,
around.
it's awesome.
So you've been here since day one almost. And yeah, we're brothers. We're dumb. Look at us. We're just dumb looking brothers that like the
Yeah.
Chiefs. And yeah, dude, we just figured we'd take our BS.
I don't think we look alike though, so that's okay.
No.
I mean, I think like if you're around us, you can tell that we act kind of alike. So like people can pick up on it. But we actually used to work, like back when we were teenagers, we worked at a Taco Bell, and we both worked there. And there was a woman we worked with for almost a year and had no idea we were brothers. She kind of pulled the same thing. It was just like, nuh-uh. And I was like, yeah, how'd you not know that? So
Right. Well,
don't feel bad.
Steve kind of looks like our mom's side of the family, and I think I pulled our dad's side of the family. I think that's the disconnect. Like we got a perfect, like down the line. Like
Yeah,
I would
maybe.
think. I don't know.
Oh no, I feel like the older I get, I'm turning into dad. So we'll see.
It's true.
Trish, so ready for the draft. Let's go. Trish, good to see you. Trish has been around since day one. Trish, I think she won our mystery box for our 1,000th subscriber. So that was
Yes.
fun. So yeah, good to see you here, Trish.
Julia, watch Veach choose a tight end before a wide receiver. That sounds like the most
I
Veach
wouldn't
thing
be
ever.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Dalton Kincaid, Sam Laporta, something like that, or later around maybe Zach Kuntz or something like that. I wouldn't
Hey,
be surprised to see
well-
a wide receiver.
We give away our first round picks. You want to give away the second round too? Let's go ahead. Who did you pick in the second round, Steve?
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the second round, my final prediction is going to be edge rusher Isaiah Foskey from Notre Dame. I
He was
think
at-
that
Steve was going back and forth between him and Derek Hall. I think he settled on Foskey.
yeah,
What was the reasoning? Just because you think Hall's going to be off the board by then?
not necessarily. I think Foskey's a little bit bigger, and he was just so dominant at Notre Dame. I think that they might go that route. I know that they talked to both of them. The Chiefs have been in contact with both of them, so I mean, it could go either way, but I was just kind of leaning towards Foskey.
Right. And with my second round pick, I just can't get this guy out of my head. I'm afraid I'm going to project it to the Chiefs, and it's going to really bother me. But
Don't bring that juju on them.
Since I didn't get the tackle in the first round, I feel like I had to take it in the second when it was there. And after this guy, it falls off a cliff, even though I believe it falls off a cliff with this guy. But I took tackle from Syracuse, Matt Bergeron, in the second round. And why? Because I think he's got enough footwork that he can be worked with. He can play the right side. Jawan Taylor's going to play the left. The Chiefs have spoken to Bergeron a few times. They seem to like him. I think he holds a lot, but maybe that can be coached up by Andy Heck. And so just because I feel like the Chiefs draft stuff in spite of me sometimes, I'm going to say that we take Bergeron in the second round, and that's going to be Tommy Adebawore in the first and Bergeron in the second, which is two big uglies on each side of the ball. So I'm fine with making the trenches better on both sides of the ball. So even if we do take Bergeron, I'll be a little upset about it. Me and Ryan Tracy was actually talking about this, and we were laughing. And I was like, dude, you know they're going to take him. And he was like, you know they are too because you don't like it. And I was like, yeah, I know.
That's how it goes.
So
our dark horse picks for second round. So what we think, a little bit of a long shot here, but some dark horse ones. We think it's a possibility if he's still around, the Chiefs might trade up to grab Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver from Tennessee, just off of pure athletic ability. There's a big question mark with him because we don't know how he's going to be with the press coverage and things. But
right, and I don't think Hyatt gets picked in the first round. I don't either. I can't see anybody taking a first round pick on him. I just don't see it.
Also the other dark horse pick was Sam Laporta, tight end. So fits in with what Julia was saying here. That's if he's around at that point in the second round. I don't know if he would be, but he's not a bad pick either.
I think the problem with picking your final picks is when it comes down to it, we all have my guys and we all have people we like, but it's trying to figure out if they're still going to be on the board. And that's the toughest part. Brett has the assets to move up, and I'm hoping he does to bring the house down. You know, I was kind of thinking about that.
Might do it.
Lenny. But at the same time, when you're hosting the draft, don't you want to be the finale? So when we pick at 31, doesn't that just mean like, hey, we're the last here? We kept everybody in the seats till the last pick. Maybe the NFL's like, don't trade.
If he really wants to bring the house down, it's going to be that D-Hop trade.
Yeah,
that would be the biggest splash.
Dude, there may be a riot in KC that night if you guys get D-Hop.
People be going crazy, dude. They'd be going nuts. So many people have been talking about it forever.
Steven, it's like the night before Christmas up here in KC. Might rain tomorrow, though, but that won't stop Chiefs fans. You know, it's going to be piss pouring in Kentucky tomorrow. We were going to have a nice cookout, a bonfire. We were going to bring out a projector, make our whole neighborhood watch it with us. And it's going to rain on us. So now we're stuck to the couch, it looks like.
I think I still might grill out on the back deck, and then we'll just hang out inside, man. It is what it is. Can't let it get us down.
Right. T-Bone says Quentin Johnson is 6'3". He is. T-Bone likes the big receivers. He's like him. I think that Kansas City could use the X receiver, the big receiver. I just think if it's not Quentin Johnston in round one, I don't know if we'll pick one. Like Steve said, we haven't shown that desire to go get one, to be honest. Like,
no, I mean, you have to think, like I was saying to Mike earlier, the only thing I had to know how they grade receivers is the fact that they took McCole Hardman over DK Metcalf. I will never have faith in them to take a big wide receiver ever again after that debacle.
Right. Gat says, good thing about winning Super Bowls, you can afford to take the best player available. And that's exactly what we think Brett Beach is going to do.
Yeah, I think so too.
We were talking with Ryan Dunn last week. I'm sure some of you guys caught that. And he said he thinks they
Jason
have a plan.
Dunn.
Why did I say Ryan Dunn, bro?
I don't know. Who's that? The guy from Jackass?
The guy from Jackass. Dude, that milk's already affected me. The milk is already going to my head. So anyways, Jason Dunn he said that he thinks they have a plan. We think they have a plan too, but I don't think there's a plan for a specific one or two players. I think they got a big board, and if their 10th best player is there at like 25 and they're like, hey, we got to get up and get him, they'll go get him. And if not, they'll just sit. And I think they'll take the best player available. Tom says, Taco Bell, did you guys get tacos half price? No, we got them for free.
Actually, it was supposed to be full price, but we just ate them anyway.
Yeah, we just got them for free. And
taco thieves.
Dude, we would even give free food to people we didn't know. They'd just come through and be like, hey, man, like, how much for a taco? And we'd be like, it's your lucky day, bro. Here's 10.
We were like Robin Hood.
Yeah, we didn't care. We robbed from the Taco Bell riches and gave to the poor. And you know what? I don't feel
Here's
bad
you a
about doing
case of
it.
indigestion
Yeah, I don't feel
for
bad
free
about
of
it.
charge.
Gary says, Steve, Mike, what you think Chiefs draft Tennessee receiver Tillman? That was my second round guy. Me and Steve were between, I was Tillman and Bergeron, and Steve talked me out of it because he said he don't think we'll take Tillman because he's bigger. And so I listened
Right.
to him.
I just don't.
That may
I don't
be
think so.
a downfall. If they pick
After
Tillman
seeing McCole Hardman over DK and then Sky Moore last year, I just don't think that I never think they're going to go that way. I just don't.
So I'm going to tell you, Steve, if we do take Tillman in the second round, I get that pick because you talked me out of it.
Fine,
That's
whatever.
Trish
Hey guys,
says, thank you, Chris.
if you're just joining us, we've just been talking about the draft, the D-Hop trade, all that good stuff. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and come back and hang out with us some more. And you guys that are always here, you guys are amazing. So just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
I think Chris threw out a membership. Chris is just out here, man, hooking it up. We love Chris.
Is the man.
This dude does a lot of good stuff for us. Like, he's awesome. Okay, Daniel says, I'm okay with either D-Hop, Zay Flowers. What do you guys think about the rumor of us being interested in Gibbs? Pacheco and Gibbs 1-2 punch. That would be unfair. Yeah, we think that I don't think you trade up to get Gibbs by any means, but if he's there at 31, I think you could see us take him. I think he's Jamal Charles 2.0 straight up.
Yeah, if he's there at 31, I could see him pulling the trigger on that. It's just too much athletic ability. I mean, and if you've looked at past Brett Veach drafts, like no matter what the position is, they love people that are just crazy athletic. Like normally, if you have somebody that's like, a freak like that, you know that Brett Veach is interested.
Right. What's up, Shane? He says, a little late to the live chat, but I'm here. I'm ready for the draft. I hope we land D-Hop on an epic trade. You guys rock. Veach is Santa and the Boogeyman. Yeah, Veach is both. But I think at the end of the day, I trust Veach. Veach could take somebody in round one I probably haven't heard of. And once I get the whole, this guy always does this because I just think back to Breland Speaks, even though he don't always do this, I'll eventually settle down and I'll be like, you know what? I think it's a good pick. So,
hey, and besides, you're late. Better late than never, man. It's good to see you, Shane, though, for real.
Yeah, at least you missed me hawking milk
Yeah,
over everything.
You didn't have to watch that. See, Scott Crosser says Andy Reid puts very little draft stock. I think Travis in the third round is the highest he had ever drafted, and I don't even think they look at tight end until the fourth. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't see them taking. Like I said, there's like what 3, maybe 4 guys that are just like top tier tight ends right now in this draft, and that would be Dalton Kincaid, Michael Mayer, Sam Laporta, Luke Musgraves. And then you got like Darnell Washington, who some people like a lot, but he's just a giant. He's pretty much an offensive lineman. and then later in the draft, you got Zach Kuntz and some guys like that are just really athletic. So I'm with you. I don't see them taking one early. Would I be surprised if they went after like a Dalton Kincaid or something like that if he was there? No. Man, we're at 95 people watching. We need to hit the 100 mark. So if you had some buddies that need to get on here and hang out and talk Chiefs football, tell them to get on here. And if you're new here, go hit that sub button. Trying to get to 10,000. I want to break that 10,000 mark. It just feels like a good feat to accomplish. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. But I just want to hit 10K. So if you guys can help us do that, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm sorry. Some guy asked me a question, so I was trying to answer it over.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Will? Good to see you, man. Can't say. That's all good. I'm glad you stopped in. It's always good to see you back on here. Scott Crosser says, hi, is Hardman light? No thanks. I agree. I think so, too. I think he's more athletic than McCole Hardman. I think he's a little just overall better athlete than McCole Hardman, but I think he would be very, very similar. So, yeah, I'm with you. But that is also the reason why that I have him as a dark horse pick in the second round, that we could trade up and take him, because right up Brett Veach's alley. So, Rock says, what do you guys do for a living? Just curious. I do HVAC, saving the world, one air conditioning at a time. Dude, that's the work of God right there. Can you imagine no air conditioning? I hate hot stuff, man. So, man, Mike, he runs medical stuff from Nashville to Louisville. He runs just a route. So, I mean, pretty sweet job. I've rode with him a few times, and it's pretty sweet, man. It's a long drive, but it's just a lot of time to chill and unwind. And we're used to being on the road anyway because we used to play music and we'd be out touring and stuff. So, yeah, it's fun. Me, I'm just the small business owner. I'm the self-employed, stay-at-home dad, if you will. That's what I'm doing. I've been in management for like 10 years before that, and I can't anymore. I'm over people. Decided to go a different route, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
HVAC's a good thing, though. You make good money doing that. Lenny Dawson says, aren't Bergeron's arms short? I don't know, Mike. Bergeron's arms short?
Yeah.
He got some little T-Rex arms?
Look, he's bad at everything. I'm just going to tell you straight up, I don't like Bergeron. Why did I take him in the second round?
Because you don't like him.
Yeah, I just feel like they're going to take him just in spite of me. That's the only reason I did it. His hand placement and pass protection is horrible. He doesn't get his hands where it's supposed to be. In certain pass sets, his footwork is inconsistent at best. Dude, he's so bad. He can't stop a bull rush. His punch, he gets his punch too high and too wide. Like I said, he has no good hand placement. This guy, I just don't know. I will tell you this. There was an NFC team that they talked to their scout anonymously, and this is what the scout said about Matthew Bergeron, which I put this with what Kansas City has already done and what they've looked at and how they've talked to him. He said this: the league has moved to a pass protection as the top priority, and he's just really inconsistent in that area. I love his run blocking, but you have to be able to keep your quarterback clean. So even people in the NFC and everybody's talking about him, but they're projecting him round 2. They're comparing him to Joe Batonio, if you remember him back in the day. I don't know. He's got 33 and 3/4 inches arms. So if he don't cut his fingernails for the week, he can get out the 34-inch arms. I don't know. I don't like him. I think he's super overrated, but after him, it really does get worse.
Yeah.
I kind of like Nick, I forget his name, Nick Sildaveri or whatever from Old Dominion.
Yeah, he's decent.
He's a project still. These are all
Yep.
project guys. I just think Bergeron has a chance to play right tackle or be a swing tackle immediately. To be honest, I wish they'd just give it to Darian Kennard and be done with it. That's what I wish.
That'd be nice. Hey, Julian, what's going on, buddy? Zay wants to be here. He does. Zay Flowers loves Patrick Mahomes. I think ever since he worked out with him, he saw what it's all about, man. I think he would love to be a Chief for sure.
Hey, Steve, there's 95 people watching right now. This is a perfect time for you guys to help me with something. And I think you know what it is. Let me know where you guys are from so we can fill up the map, baby.
Oh, God. Mike and his map.
Dude, I want the
but
map
Zay
filled.
Flowers is going to be an impact player. Trust me. The way he runs routes is impressive. Yeah, dude, he's a great route runner. I love Zay Flowers. I think he got little shades of like Tyreek and things like that. He's going to be good. He might not be as good as he can be because I think he's going to go to Baltimore. And we all know receivers go to Baltimore to die. So.
Right. I hear you. Hey, man, we have Jack with a $2. Jack with the $2. We appreciate you,
Thank you, Jack.
We also have
You're the
Lenny.
man.
Lenny dropping
Lenny
a
with
20
a 20
bomb, baby.
bomb.
As always, I'm enjoying the show and still half the man Chris Wright is. Dude, we're all half the man Chris Wright is. Let me just be honest
Chris Wright
with
is
you.
over the top, man. That guy's amazing. And you're amazing too, Lenny. We appreciate that. All the support is very, very much appreciated.
Yeah, and Steve, I'm going to put you back where you were because I jumped ahead a little bit. Lenny says, I'll bring this up too. The rain will start when the Raiders pick at 7. Yeah, they're going to get a rain of boos. That's what's going to happen.
I don't have them doing anything impressive. I mean, actually, I have them taking a good pick, honestly, which is probably not right because the Raiders suck. But I have them taking Peter Skoronski at number 7.
That's a good pick. You know what the Raiders always do? The Raiders fall in love with metrics. They want to go get a speed guy. They want this and that. I can see the Raiders falling in love with like a David Tyree or something like that if he was the fall.
Who are you talking about?
Why did I say David Tyree? I'm telling you, bro, this milk
Tyree
has
Wilson?
really got in my head. Yes, Tyree
Yeah, you're
Wilson.
you're out of your mind today.
Dude, this milk has made me gone mental, guys. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that made me drink that.
Julia says, all I got to say is there's going to be some smoke in the air at this year's draft. Julia, you heading out there to the draft? You gonna be out there, you and Snoop?
Probably. Chris Wright says 92 in here. Come on, 100. We're at 93 right
Right.
now. Let's keep it
Maybe
going.
that
people.
100 mark, that hundo mark. Hey, if it's your first time on here, we appreciate you. Hit that sub button.
Trish, what do you guys think about Chris Collinsworth saying the Chiefs will take
Good
the quarterback?
grief.
Dude, we talked about
He's-
that earlier, Trish. Dude, he's
an
mental.
idiot. Like, why? I mean, here's the thing about it. I think Hendon Hooker will be a decent quarterback, or has the potential to be. Either way, I think he could go in the first round. I don't think that's completely outside the box. I actually have him going pretty high in my mock. Who did I have him going number 19 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, I mean, I think he could very well be a first round pick. The Chiefs are not taking a quarterback in the first round. They're going to take Jalen, what is his name? Jalen Hall from BYU. They'll get him late.
Yeah. Wait, did he drink it or no? Armani, I did drink it. I drank about this much.
Be glad you missed it.
Look how thick it is. Watch. If I just turn it sideways and then put it, look, oh my God, it's disgusting. Okay, but yeah.
The Williams brothers are for the people. We are for the people. Giving away free Taco Bell, Mike drinking curdled milk for everybody. We
What are you gonna do?
just want you guys to enjoy life at
Yeah.
Mike's expense.
Dude, hey, life sucks. So if you can come on here and watch us be stupid for 2 hours, why not? I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure to hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously, and it just takes a second. Just go hit like. No, what are you, Trish and Gary going on about something? Oh, yeah. So someone actually said he was having a Carson Palmer moment where they're just trying to get some. Yeah, that's what it was about. That's exactly what Collinsworth was doing, was trying to get some attention, and of course it worked.
Yeah.
That's usually why people have such hot, stupid takes.
Ep says, hard to argue with Veach after last year's draft class and how they impacted. Dude, yeah, for real. That's why I say if Veach takes Bergeron, I guess I'll learn to love him. I mean, we're just going to, we'll put it
I don't
that
think
way.
he's going to. I think you're wrong on that one.
I mean, I'm probably going to switch it before the night's over. I mean, I'm dead serious. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll post up our final predictions tonight sometime, be it on the community tab. We'll put it on the community tab. We'll put it on Twitter. Trying to get on our website, but our website's being a little weird right now, but we'll get it posted. It's always fun to have your final predictions in line and see what you can hit. We're at 98. Let's get to 100. 2 people out there somewhere.
Yeah,
Just call them. Tell them just to get on for 2 seconds so we can see 100 on
As
here.
soon as you say this, it'll drop by 10.
Probably. Let's see, Gary. He says, is Hardman a Jet? Yeah, he is a Jet, actually. He's over there with Aaron Rodgers, smoking peyote and taking darkness retreats and stuff. Can
Yeah.
you believe that they think that they're instantly going to beat the Chiefs now, or they're the number one contender for the AFC Championship? It's like, look, here's what my reaction was how many games did they win last year? 7. I think they'll have a solid 8 wins this year. Okay, like I don't think they're gonna. They probably won't even make the playoffs, man. Let's just be honest here.
You know,
Buffalo's gonna beat them.
Well-
Buffalo's gonna win that division.
I was gonna say the only thing I can hope for is that he sneaks out a win over Buffalo at one point in the year and knocks them out of the playoffs. Or something.
It won't
That'd be hilarious.
happen. You know better. We're not that lucky.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm scrolling down. I'm tired of reading
Go
some
on.
of these. I'm too far
What's
down.
up, Kip? Good to
We're
see you,
gonna
man.
talk to Kip because Kip says, "What's up?" I like your guys' show. I like your show, Kip. I haven't watched it yet, but
Nah,
Wait,
Kip's been on here
I'm
before.
joking.
I recognize you.
Yeah, we know Kip.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good to see you, man.
Randall says, "What do you guys think about Jalen Hyatt, dude? We've talked about him a few times. I think he's got bust potential written all over him. He comes
But-
from a gimmicky offense, so I don't know.
But he's the best athlete as far as wide receivers go in the draft.
Right? Can Andy Reid find a way to use him? Probably. But I think if he
Yeah.
don't go to the Chiefs, he's gonna be a bust.
Right. Yeah. I think that's his only hope is that he ends up with Andy Reid, right?
Right? T-Bone says, "Stay at home dad here. It ain't easy, but I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I
That's
could
awesome.
Only imagine."
I've been wrestling with mine all day today. Actually, he's been on one. He's going to be 2 in May, and he's wild.
Yeah. He's crazy. Dude, the other day, it was 3 a.m. I drove by Steve's house, and I'm looking up in the window and the light's on in the corner of the house. And
What time was it? 3 in the morning.
It
You
was
said
3 a.m. And I'm like, who's up with their light on? And then I see the TV, and the TV's on cartoons, and I see a shadow just bouncing on the wall, and I realize it's his son, his 2-year-old son, just bouncing up and down on his bed watching TV at like 2:33 in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
he
not
turned his
sleeping.
TV on and jumped up and down, was having a full-on party. He
Yeah,
does
he
that
was
often.
He was straight up just rioting at like 3 in the morning, and I cracked up all the way home. Like, I was just cracking up at this kid.
Yeah. Daniel Riddick, what's going on, my man? Great stuff. Keep up the good work. I watch your vids on my way to work. Awesome. Yeah, man, that's why we started doing this. It was just like me and Mike literally just sit around talking Chiefs all the time anyway. That was every day for us. And we're like, hey, let's do a podcast. Let's do a YouTube channel. Let's give people something to do, man. Just some content. I mean, there's not a whole heck of a lot of Chiefs content out there. There's a lot, but it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Handful that I like.
Tyler says, yo, everybody, I'm a new subscriber. Nice to have you here, Tyler.
Nice.
Appreciate you. Kansas City Chiefs, let's go. It's time to get another ring. Of
Heck yeah,
course.
baby.
I drank
We're going to get another one.
I drank the spoiled milk. It's in the bag.
Hey, that did it. If we don't win next year and you drink that milk, I don't know what to think. We hit the 100, by the way. I didn't see I didn't get any confetti or anything, but
no,
we hit the hundo.
We did. Kyle says Wiley had 33 and 5/8 inch arms. Rimmers were only 30 and a fourth.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were little.
I think arm length and stuff like that. It's a little, they like to
Man,
go by
people
metrics,
get too far into that stuff. Like, if it's a good player, it's a good player. Like Peter Scaronzi, he's going to be good. It don't matter what the measurables are.
Yep. Malia Marsh, first pick will be an O-line dog to replace Wiley.
That's what I have. I have Darnell Wright in the first round. That's what my final prediction is. So I don't disagree.
Tyler also says he's from Arizona. Do I have Arizona?
Did you get that on the map?
I have it on the map. You guys let me know where you're from. I'm trying
Pull
to
it
get
up.
this
Let's see
going.
who we're missing.
Okay, look, let's get this. Let's take a few seconds. If you guys are any of these states that are in the gray, let me know. I want to turn it blue. My goal is to get the whole map blue. I want the whole map filled up with Chiefs Kingdom. I could have swore I thought we had an Illinois on here at one point, but I don't remember, so I took it off.
It's okay. It's okay. Illinois.
Zay Flowers has the Kadarius Toney vibe and that he loves Mahomes. Tom, you know what?
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about Zay Flowers. He was my first ever draft crush. I come to Steve,
Yeah.
what was it? About 3 months ago.
Forever ago.
It was before anybody was on the Zay Flowers train. And I was like, there's a kid out of Boston College.
Yeah.
He reminds me of...
It's a true story.
Yeah, it reminds me of Tyreek Hill-esque. He reminds me of Kadarius Toney. I think this kid would be awesome in our offense, especially if we lose Mecole Hardman. And I told him that 3 months ago, and by now I've kind of, moved along. I'm not saying I don't not love him, but I've kind of moved along. But 3 months ago, I was all over this cat before anybody ever talked about Zay Flowers. And
Yes,
I think he would be a
was.
great pick, to be honest. I really do.
Right. Scott Crosser says, what are your thoughts on the offensive tackle from BYU Freeland? Is it Blake Freeland? So I thought I wanted to like him. Like, I was like, this guy looks like he could be decent. But I watched more of his tape, and he's got some issues. He gets beat on the inside a lot. Like,
that
I don't know if it's
destroys him.
Yes, it does. Like, that's the only thing that really turned me off from him. It was like every time somebody bull rushed him to the inside, he just couldn't handle it. And like we were, this was the Senior Bowl, I think some Senior Bowl tape. The same thing was happening over and over again. He's getting beat like crazy. Tyler Steen actually showed him up. Tyler Steen looked pretty good at the Senior Bowl. So if I was going to go for offensive tackle around that point in the draft for them, which should be third, fourth round, I would lean more towards Steen than Freeland.
Fun fact, Blake Freeland actually just has 1/8 of an inch longer arms than Bergeron. His arms are only 33 and 7/8.
Who are you talking about?
Blake Freeland. So
and he's 6'8" or something crazy. He's a monster.
Yeah, he's 6'8", 302. He's got sub 34-inch arms. His athleticism score is off the charts though. He was ranked first overall. But yeah, he ran a 4.98, 37-inch vert. He's a good athlete. He actually played basketball. But I mean, I don't know. He needs to get his technique better. He has trouble unlocking like on the leverage point when he's like run blocking. And then he's not very consistent totally, but I think he can be developed into something. I'm actually hearing that the Browns are looking into him really hard. So if the Browns were to pull trigger on him in round 2 or early round 3, I would not be surprised about that one, man. So keep that in mind. Cleveland really likes Blake Freeland is what I'm hearing.
Will says, did you know that short arms, aka T-Rex arms, can cause severe physical damage to athletic activity?
You're right. You're right.
Man, people really get into that measurable stuff. I think it's a little overrated to get that far into it. Julian says, forget the size. Everyone said Mahomes was overrated too. Look at him. Yeah, I mean, you never. I'm more of on the bandwagon of like, I judge a player by how good of a football player are you. I don't care what your size, weight, and all that. That does matter to some extent. Obviously, you don't want like Deuce Vaughn trying to play a tight end role. Like you can't, But I mean,
we're seeing it right now. Bryce Young. Everybody says he's too small to play quarterback, but I think he's the best quarterback in the draft. I think he's going number 1. So we'll see.
I don't think he's the best.
You don't think Bryce Young's the best?
I think at this moment, Bryce Young's the best. Do I think he will be the best? No. I think that Anthony Richardson or Will Levis will be better than him.
Yeah, I hear you. Plain Rock says everybody hit that like button. Please do. There's 91 of
Yes,
you
sir.
here. I'd love for you guys to hit the like button. It helps YouTube tell everybody we're online, helps people come in, learn about the Chiefs. We talk a little bit. We do stupid stuff here. Daniel Riddick says he's from New York. Do I have New York on the map? Oh,
nice.
We're about to light it up blue, baby. Here we go. The ceremonial.
Won't let us light it up red, so it's just gonna be blue.
Yeah, the ceremonial light up. Grandpa Jerry's cellular phone is here. He says KC, Missouri. Grandpa Jerry, it is good to have you here.
Absolutely.
I truly mean that.
Ep says, Mike, I like the map. Let you know where Chiefs fans are. Yeah, that's why I brought it up, man. We want to fill this whole map because we know Chiefs Kingdom runs deep. Like, we're not from Kansas City. There's a whole heck of a lot of people that are not from Kansas City that are Chiefs fans. 98% of Chiefs fans are not from Kansas City. So we're representing from everywhere. And that's part of this channel. We want everybody to be able to come here and hang out and talk and have a good time. Don't matter if you're from, Kansas City or Australia. As long as you're Chiefs Kingdom, you're Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
This dude said Sioux City, Iowa, and I was pumped because I thought I was going to get to light up South Dakota, but I kept reading. We see Julian's from Olathe. Kip is from Des Moines, Iowa.
How do you say that? Is it Olathe?
Olathe or yeah, I said
Olathe, I think.
I'm out of my mind today. I can't talk.
Yeah.
This milk's messed me up internally, guys. So.
You've literally got so much stuff wrong since you took a drink of that milk.
Julia knows. Mike has milk poisoning. You're right. I can't talk. I can't do anything properly. How I'm gonna drive to Nashville, I have no idea.
You'll be okay. I'll hit you up and we'll talk about some draft picks. I'll keep you awake.
Rich says, I saw an interview with Flowers. They gave him a bunch of questions to answer, and they asked which team. We actually posted that as a short. Yeah. He said something about he just wanted to go to the NFL, and I just made him say he wanted to go to the Chiefs. So.
Oh, I mean, he does. I mean, that's the thing about it. After he worked with Patrick Mahomes, he's like, heck yeah.
Right.
Who wouldn't want Mahomes as their quarterback?
Yeah. Julian says, the Raiders shouldn't be allowed to pick. It's not fair to college players coming in. They deserve better.
I agree with Julian.
That's the truth.
Man, do you realize they make some stupid picks? Like, I was thinking that, like, obviously it's a joke. Like, they make dumb draft picks, but I was really thinking about it, and they do, man. Like, Cleveland Farrell, that was the most crazy off-the-wall thing ever. Then they went with Henry Ruggs. It's insane.
Yep. They make bad picks, man. I don't know. I'm glad they do. I don't want them to make good picks.
I think they're going to take Skoronski this year if they're smart. If they come to their senses and they want a good football player, they'll take Skoronski. It's a safe play.
Yep. I hear you. Guys, we appreciate you being here, though, for real. We appreciate it. Hit that like button. Let us know where you're at. If you're new to the chat, pop it in the thing. I want to light this map up blue. That's what I want to do.
Yep. And if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and hang out with us more often. It's always fun getting on here and just doing a hangout. Like, it's cool to get on here and talk about what's going on with the Chiefs and everything like that. But it's also just good to, kick it with all you guys and talk to you, man. It's a lot of fun.
Kato says, bros, whatever you guys do, never stop doing this. You guys rock. Dude, we plan on doing this for a long time. Unless something happens, we can't. Like if we get so poor we're living under a bridge or something. I mean, yeah, I probably won't have internet connection, but I mean we're gonna try. Randall says, "Do you guys think Nolan Smith will fall to us?" I don't. I don't think Nolan Smith can get down that far. And if we traded up, I would. Think
I don't
Nolan
think we would
Smith's
take him
not at the
anyway.
top. Yeah,
I don't think that we would take Nolan Smith. He's too much of a speed rusher. I mean, he's a freak speed rusher, right? But I mean, me and you, we wanted Nick Benito so bad last year because we would love to have a speed rusher, but it's just not up our alley, man. They won't do it.
Right. Lenny says, "Why is the map blue, not red?" I don't know, Lenny. They won't give me a red map.
That's a good question.
I'm going to dig around online until I find a red map. The other day I had a pink one. I don't know. Jack says, "Got to go, guys. I'll be back. Thanks, chat." Later, Jack.
Hey.
Take it easy. Appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah. Take it easy, Jack.
Night Hunter's in the house.
Nice.
Night
What's
Hunter.
going on, Night Hunter?
I always
Night
call
Hunter.
you Night Hunter, but it's
Mike,
Night
it's
Haunter.
okay. You've got every name wrong today because of your milk experience.
I hate you guys. You just want to come out here. You make me drink milk, then you make fun of me for getting milk poisoning.
Well, I mean, It is what it is.
Chief Kelsey got the gifted sub from Chris Wright again. Hey,
Nice.
Pops is in
Chris
here.
Wright, you're the man.
Pops was in here at 7:40. That's 5 minutes ago.
Pops, size don't matter. It don't matter.
If anybody
how
knows
we
that,
exist.
it's probably you. Yeah. Okay. That's probably you. Unless you're talking about, being chubby. And then that's you. Size doesn't matter. 7:45. Pops, why are you still up? Should you be in bed? This is way past your bedtime.
You got Ohio on the map? Yeah, we already have it, don't we?
We do. Crypto Hunter says Wisconsin. Do I have
Nice.
Wisconsin? I do
Man.
not. Wisconsin's going
That
blue.
was he probably missed our Wisconsin story, but we broke down in Wisconsin. We were stuck there for a few days and it was a nightmare. It was like it was a real life horror movie.
Yeah. It was bad.
No disrespect, but
We were at
that's
a
all I
place
remember
called
with Wisconsin.
Red Gables Motel.
Toma, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we didn't get
Jeez.
a room. Oh my God, you didn't want a room, that's for sure. But
No, no. That was
Yeah.
a scary place.
dude, we got Cooper. He says I'm a KC fan who just moved to Texas from Canada. If I could light up
Nice.
Canada, I would light up the entire
You know-
country of Canada for you.
One time when me, you, and Pops went to Kansas City, I can't remember which game it was. We were at the hotel room, and there was actually some guys that were from Canada, and they had season tickets. They drove from Canada to Kansas City every week. There was a home game. Because I just remember me and Dad were like, "That's freaking crazy, man."
Scott, Eagles tears are going to ruin Mike's draft. They probably are. They're going to ruin it. They're already causing my brain to hurt. So when I have to finish my predictions, I'm probably going to screw those up tonight too. I already put Matt Bergeron on the board as of now. So good God, I'm horrible.
Man, we're not getting Matt Bergeron.
I'm probably taking him off. Plain Rock says, "Thankfully, I missed the spoiled milk." Yeah, be thankful. And also be thankful you didn't have to drink it. Jeez Louise.
Can't believe you did that still.
I know. Kyle says, when teams make bad picks in front of us, it leaves better players.
Absolutely.
100%. I want everybody to have a bad draft. Okay. What about Sam Laporta? Kelsey is getting older. We talked about that. There's a few people
Yeah.
in the live in here in the chat that they love Sam Laporta. I think he could be good. I think he's probably going to go second, third round. I don't know if the Chiefs will take him. I think he's the best after the catch tight end in the entire draft this year. So once the ball's in his hand, I think he does a lot of things well.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I do like him.
Oh, Steven with a 5 bomb. Thanks, fellas. Epic spiritual milk segment. I got last Super Bowl's milk bottles as well. Want them. I'll take whatever you want to send me. If there's milk in it, I'm not drinking it, Steven.
From last year.
I'm not drinking the milk from last year. Hold up. Christian is from Maryland. Maryland's on the map. Now I just have to find it in this little bitty tiny group of things up here.
It's
Why
over
can't
there
I find it?
somewhere.
It's right here somewhere. I just can't find it. There it is.
There it is.
Fun story. I went to Virginia Beach one time and drove into Maryland, and I went under that little tunnel that goes under the water for like 5 miles or something. Oh my God. I thought I was going to die. My ears kept popping. There was tiles coming off the bridge with water leaking through it. And I was like, oh my God. Like, how do you guys survive over there in Maryland?
I couldn't do it. I'm too
Dude.
like claustrophobic or whatever it is. I just couldn't.
Hopefully-
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah. Hopefully you're not near Baltimore. I hear that's getting really shady lately. Gary
Probably.
says, "Why is there no Alabama on the map?" Sorry, Steve, I cut you
Oh.
off, but Gary, I don't know. Why is there no Alabama? Do you know somebody from Alabama, Gary? If so, let me know. Okay, we can go back to yours, Steve. I think it was this one.
Yeah, Night Hunter says I used to go to training camp for the Chiefs when it was in River Falls, Wisconsin. Haven't been to River Falls. When was it? When was training camp there? How long ago was that? They've been at St. Joe's as far as I can remember.
Usually, I remember when it used to be at River Falls. They used to scrimmage. I'm pretty sure they used to scrimmage the Minnesota Vikings a lot. That's when Brock Lesnar played for the Vikings, man. And I remember like one of our players like fought him, and it was pretty crazy. Chiefs Kelsey says, "I helped you guys get Darian Kennard on your pod. LOL, keep up the good work." Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give everybody credit for getting him here. You guys were awesome. Louisiana checking in says, "Scoos, do I have Louisiana on the map? I'm pretty sure I do. Yep, the good old boot." Do you guys see the hat? You know, we need the top of the chef's hat here in Minnesota. You see the guy, the face and the nose, and he's carrying the tray of chicken. There's the drumstick, and then there's his shorts and his feet. I'm weird. But anyways, yeah, that's it. I have family in Alabama, says Gary. Dang, Gary, we got to get them on the show. That way I can put Alabama on the map. Cato, it was fun, folks. I have to hit the hey, y'all. Have a great night. Okay. Be good, man. Hope you have a good draft. Get some sleep. Yeah, man, we appreciate you guys spending some time with us for sure. If you guys got a bell, you got a bell. But, yeah, it's cool. People also forget St. Joe Training Camp used to be William Jewell College in Liberty. You know, I think you're right. I don't really remember that as much, but I do remember somewhat. T-Bone, 90s until mid-2000s in River Falls, Wisconsin. Carl Peterson was the GM. He was awful. Man, we have some mixed thoughts on Carl Peterson over here, dude. Like, he was wild. We were talking to Jason Dunn about him, and he was crazy. You guys go to YouTube and find, I'm pretty sure there's a video about Carl Peterson when they drafted Greg Hill out of Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys remember Greg Hill. We took him out of Texas A&M. He was a running back. And, dude, Carl Peterson, that whole story, it was insane. Like, they thought they had really struck gold with Greg Hill, and I think that's crazy.
Greg Hill.
Night Hunter says, "I know I'm right. I was there for it." Okay, sweet.
Mike, what are you trying to do here? So speaking of training camp, when we played football in high school, we had to go to Georgetown, Kentucky for our football camp, and that was actually the training camp for the Cincinnati Bengals. Do you remember that? Why do we have to be around those idiots all the time?
We do. But
Never
you know what
fails.
the funnest part of that story was? We stayed at the dorm rooms over at Georgetown College, and there was a McDonald's up the street. We weren't supposed to leave campus, but we would leave campus, and then Chad Johnston, Ocho Cinco, would get breakfast at McDonald's.
Ocho.
And some of our team actually caught him over there, and he signed some autographs for him, so he was pretty cool.
Man, he's a crazy dude.
Yeah, he is. Cole says the name Carl Peterson's a cuss word in Chiefs Kingdom. Hey.
Scott Pioli's
man.
worse.
I was going to say, man, Pioli had him putting the bags on. He had him flying over the stadium. You guys were spending your hard-earned dollars to fly things over the stadium with messages. So that was a crazy time, though. But I'll tell you, if the Chiefs didn't go through that and we didn't hit the lowest of lows right there, I don't think we'd have had Mahomes, and I don't think we'd have had the switchover we did, because Kansas City spoke up and they was like, "Look, man, we got to get a team in here. It's better than this. We deserve better."
Well, the turning point was John Dorsey, right? I mean, he got us in Cap Hill like he does every team, but he got us on the right track. I mean, he got a crap, man. I mean, all the players that got us to where we are, as far as like Kels and Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, like that was all Dorsey, man. I mean, Brett Reach was involved with Mahomes and stuff, but I mean, that was during the Dorsey era.
Right. God Soldier says, "My best friend now goes to River Falls for vacation every year. Fell in love with that place after going to all those training camps." I don't think we've ever been to River Falls.
Nah, I haven't.
But I do remember when camp was there. I remember seeing pictures and stuff. Everybody said it was good. Why are you laughing?
Amelia. She says, "Don't do it, buddy." And then she said, "I'm going to puke if you drink that." He already drank it. You missed it. Probably a good thing.
Here you go, Amelia. I drank that much. She said. It was Eagles tears. It turned into Mike tears after I drank that, man.
It was so bad. Night Hunter says, "I met AJ Green here 4 years ago at my daughter's work at PetSmart." That's cool. AJ Green was a beast when he first came in the league, man. He's a monster.
Oh man.
Let's see here. Kip, Greg Hill, and who was the receiver they drafted behind Steve Bono? You remember that, Mike?
No. Was it Derek Alexander?
I don't know.
I
My
don't
memory
know.
doesn't serve me
Yeah,
back
me
that
either.
far.
I'm about to pass out. Like from that milk, so I don't even know.
From the milk. All right, let's go ahead and give our third round predictions. Why
Let's
not?
do it. Let's do it.
So, Mike, your third round prediction for the Chiefs, your final mock is wide receiver Rashee Rice from SMU.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Well, it's because we talked to Rashee Rice. He's a bigger guy. Again, we don't draft the big guys, but I think Rashee Rice is only like, 6'1". So he's not overly big. We've talked to him. He's good after the catch. He's got blazing speed. He just don't show it on the field. So maybe if they can get that out of him, I think he'd be a nice pick in the third round. I think it's about good for him if he lands to late third. If we take him in the second, I think it's a reach.
Speaking of blazing speed, my third round prediction is Marvin Mims Jr. That guy run a 4.3. He's just super fast. He's that type of receiver. He's that Brett Veachy, Andy Reid type of receiver, man. So that's where I think they're going to go in the third round if he's still sitting there, and I think he could be. So that's my final prediction. And then we had some dark horses for that for the third round, being Yaya Diaby, defensive end from Louisville, and Jervon Dexter, defensive tackle from Florida. All those picks, if they took any of those four guys, I wouldn't be mad. So I mean,
yeah,
I can dig it.
Night Hunter says Mark Richter. Man, I remember Mark Richter.
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of liked him. It seemed like to me he had a really long neck. Am I thinking, is that the right guy? I know it is.
Probably.
Yeah. Jan with the $9.99 super sticker. Jan, we appreciate you.
You're awesome. Jan's been supportive since day one. So
yeah, always supporting.
We appreciate you. That's awesome.
Lego My Ego says hit the smash button. Hit the like button.
Hit the smash button. Smash that like button.
I'm telling you, this milk.
Ever since Mike drank, hey, if you're just getting here, Mike drank the spoiled milk, and he's just been crazy ever since. Like, he's done lost his mind. He can't read. He can't speak. That's great. Good to see you, Lego.
Yeah. Ever since I drank this milk, I drank this much. If I would have chugged this whole thing, I would have died. I mean, I'm almost.
You need to dump the rest out. You need to put something else in there and keep that bottle, though. Just keep the eagle tears.
Dad. Oh, Dad's in the chat. He says Pops is going to bed. You guys try not to get canceled, by the way. Wilson on the Austin Powers golf cart was hilarious. Let's ride. Right? Like, that short was funny, dude. Like, I was laughing trying to get that going because Russell Wilson as Austin Powers saying, let's ride. And remember when he gets the cart stuck in the hallway?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Somebody actually told me, they were like, you guys are out here spreading fake news because Russell Wilson wasn't even driving the golf cart. And I was like, bro, it's a joke. Like, Denver fans
people don't
stupid,
understand
bro.
humor. Like, I've noticed that. People don't have a sense of humor, man.
Right. Tyler asked, are you guys streaming on Friday? Yeah, we're going to do day 2, day 3 of the draft. At least that's the plan.
Yep.
Day 1, we're just going to enjoy it. And then day 2, day 3, we'll come on and we'll try to talk you through it. Hopefully we're not taking Matt Bergeron, even though.
Do it. Darnell Wright in the first. That's who I have, Beach. That was my final prediction is Darnell Wright in the first. Keely Ringo in the second would be amazing. I don't think he'll be there, but that would be a great pick. Isaiah McGuire in the third, if he's still there in the third. That's a typical Spags guy. I said the other day that's a name to watch out for. Keon White, Isaiah McGuire. There's a couple others. Yaya Diaby. There's some guys that just make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players there in the third. I do like Diaby. Like,
there's a lot of good edge rushers in this. There's a lot of prototypical Spags edge rushers in this draft. There's just a lot of them. Isaiah Foskey, Derek Hall. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Steven tells Pops good night. Pops. Yeah, there you go.
I love how you found that to be so funny. I saw you smile and click it.
I mean, why not?
So, literally, the draft's tomorrow. I'm pumped. I'm ready to see what happens. It looks like we're gonna get rained out as far as the plans we had, but we're still gonna have a good time. We're gonna hang with Pops. We're gonna watch this draft. I'm gonna put a poll up. I want to see what the percentage of people think that there will actually be a trade for D-Hop tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kip. that
Because
was
I think
funny.
it's a possibility, but I'm at the 50-50.
Yeah, I want to know what you guys think. I'm not for sure. I still like the 34. Trade back to 34 from 31 and get D-Hop. I still think that's a good one. Night
Yeah,
Hunt.
put the poll up.
I
That's
think
made it
maybe
real
you guys
basic.
should do a PSA about not drinking spoiled Eagles tears.
Gonna have to after that one, man.
Here, I'll do it.
Hmm.
If you guys are just now watching and you have tried some of this Chateau Milk Eagles tears, do not keep it in a box and ship it across the country for 6 days unrefrigerated and then try to drink it. You will throw up and you will have a bad night. It's been known to cause memory loss and slurred speech.
Dude, you've been crazy ever since you drank it. I've never seen anyone drink something and then not know how to read afterwards, but I witnessed it today.
It's powerful.
Here's a good question here.
Eagles tears.
Foskey, BJ, or Felix? So I like all three of these guys. Like Felix, I think is the most well-rounded pass rusher in this draft. Like ready to go, plug and play. Felix. BJ offers a lot. Mike actually likes BJ Ojolari a lot. He's a lot like his brother though, as Aziz Ojolari.
Yeah.
He's a lot like him. I feel like he's got more bust potential than out of the rest of these guys. Foskey, very prototypical Spags guy. I have us taking him in the second round in my final mock. So I think that he would be really good. I mean, dude went nuts in Notre Dame. I mean, I think he's got a lot of potential. He got a high ceiling. And I think his floor is pretty low too. I think that Foskey, he's just going to be at his lowest. He's going to be like just that solid edge rusher that can set the edge and do what Spags wants him to do.
Yeah. I like him. If I had to take my pick there, I think I would rather have Ojolari, but I don't know. That's just
Right.
me. I think Ojolari's got a lot of good moves.
Yeah. Lego says if you were gifted a membership, please thank Chris Wright. Exactly. Thank Chris Wright. Dude, this guy does so much for us. It's amazing. If he gave you a membership, shout him out. Tell him thanks. Trying to build our members up. That way we can do some cool members only stuff and things like that. So that's the plan. We're going to build it up and get our own little society going here on YouTube. All Chiefed Up Society. Maybe that's what we'll name it. If you guys have some names for all Chiefed Up fans, throw those out there in the chat. I don't want a crappy name either, like the 92 percenters, like the Kelseys. They came up with that. Like that was my least favorite of theirs, and they chose it.
What was the 92% for?
How often they convert on quarterback sneak, which is probably one of the most annoying things in the world. Is watching the Eagles do a quarterback sneak, but
Yeah, I don't like that. What's this? Need a lot more Saturday pro football. Buffalo Bills got papers ready to sign son.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, like I said, it's 50-50. If the Chiefs trade for D-Hop, yeah, they could. It's kind of up in the air on it. I think Buffalo's got just as big of a shot. Because it's a very Buffalo move. Buffalo makes desperation moves quite a bit. I mean, that's just what they do. They're trying to be the Chiefs. They're trying to beat the Chiefs finally. And they'll do anything they can to try to make that happen.
Yep, I hear you. Maddie, something big's going to happen. We're definitely going to get D-Hop. Not sure how it's going to play out, but I can't wait to watch and see.
Man,
Hey,
I don't
it'll be
know.
fun.
I've had that feeling for a while now. Mike can vouch for me. I've been saying for weeks and weeks, like you could see a draft night trade.
Parrots
So.
in the house. What's up?
Brian Parrott's in the house. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you finally showed up. Always fashionably late.
Trish,
Per
gotta
usual.
go, guys. You two produce such a cool Chief content. Keep it going. Thank you again, Chris. Stay awesome, Chiefs Kingdom. Later, Trish. Have a good night. I hope you enjoy the draft tomorrow. It's gonna be a wild one, man.
Yeah. Thanks for being there, Trish.
Ep had to bail out too. You boys have a good one. See y'all later. Later, Ep. Good seeing you here.
We only got about 10 minutes left.
Bills
anyway, and
will
then we gotta
wipe
Bills,
floor
so.
with Chiefs. Okay, we have Bills Tro in the house. My God.
Man, they've wiped the floor with the Chiefs so much in the last 4 years that the Chiefs have come out with 2 Super Bowl trophies. So
Yeah.
see how that works for Buffalo.
Man, those regular season wins sure do mean a lot. Okay. So we're gonna ignore that fool. We'll say please no Keon. Keon White. You know, Christian?
That's another one that's very, very spagsy. Wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, I don't mind Keon White as much as everybody else. I know he's a little older. His moves aren't as great or whatever, but he's a Spags guy for real, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I don't know, man. That's somebody that you got to watch out for, though. I could see them pulling the trigger on him for real.
Yep. D-Hop traded an extension to Chris Jones to make the cap room available. Yeah, you're right. I think that's the only way you're going to get it. You're not going to get it any other way.
Yeah, that goes hand in hand for sure, Daniel. But Chris Jones does want D-Hop, so it's definitely a possibility.
Cole says, here's an idea. Only go live tomorrow if the Chiefs trade up or if they trade for D-Hop. Yeah, dude, either way,
We'll instantly go live.
we'll probably do we'll definitely have a video out Friday talking about
For
Thursday's
reactions.
pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely cover the pick on Friday, so we'll probably release that at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And we'll definitely give you our thoughts about the pick and different things. And if we don't pick and we trade for D-Hop, it'll be even crazier, you know?
Chase Young trade. That's a big possibility too, man. I actually have the Commanders taking Tyree Wilson in the first round. Is that his name? Sorry.
Yeah. That's a little late. What are you doing?
I think that, let's see, how late did I have him going there? At number 16? You think that's too late?
He should go top 7 or 8, I would think. But, I mean, I could be wrong. You never know.
But no, I'm thinking that they're going to try to replace Chase Young and go ahead and get him out of there. I think it could be a draft day trade for sure. Would the Chiefs be involved? Possibly. I mean, he's a good player, and they need edge rushers.
Gary says, guys, is there any sleepers you like the Chiefs to draft?
Charlie
Up to you.
Jones.
Steve likes
That's
Charlie
my
Jones
guy.
from Purdue.
Excellent wide receiver. He runs a 4.4, crisp routes. He's super smart. The dude, crazy athletic. I mean, he makes contested catches. He has great concentration. He tracks the ball well. I think he would be killer in an Andy Reid offense. I mean, absolutely killer. And you could probably get him 4th round maybe. So that's mine, dude. That's my dark horse, the sleeper of the draft to me.
Yeah. Maybe not so much of a sleeper, but I kind of like Tyler Scott out of Cincinnati. I just like his speed he brings. We have talked to Trey Tucker, who also plays for Cincinnati. Pretty similar in build. They're both track guys. They run 4.4s, so either one of them would be kind of cool. And you know, I kind of like DJ Johnson out of Oregon too. I keep watching film on him, and I still like what he brings. He's raw as a pass rusher, but I don't know. I kind of like him. Brian says, "Turn my mic up again." Man, this mic
I saw
is
everybody
about to
talking.
peak.
Josh Allen and GOAT. Son, you all know. I mean, you Bills fans have to be realistic, right? Like, I understand supporting your quarterback, but you know Patrick Mahomes is better. Like, whether you want to admit it or not, like, you know in your heart. And I understand that that's probably painful. But, you know, the truth is the truth. When I see the name Josh Allen, I don't even think of the quarterback Josh Allen. I think about the edge rusher Josh Allen that played for UK.
Me too. Is
Yeah,
that bad?
I don't even think
'Cause
about the quarterback. Yeah.
Josh Allen ain't even that good of a pass rusher, but I swear I never think of the quarterback. Like, that's how insignificant he is to me.
Lego says, what time does the draft air? Man, I don't know. I think it's like 8 o'clock or something. It's pretty late. I'd have to look. That's Eastern time. We're on Eastern time, so usually
Yeah.
that's what we're going by.
I think it's 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, something like that.
Brian says you're 15% low on the mic.
I turned it up.
Okay. Yeah, mic's always low. I'm always up in the mic way too much, so I'm the loud one. Mike always has it like a mile from his face, so that's usually the problem.
Dude, it's 3 fingers. I don't know. I don't know. Our audio's always messed up. Daniel, do you see them picking Deuce Vaughn? Dude,
Yeah.
Deuce Vaughn actually said the Chiefs met with him for over 2 hours the other day. That's a long conversation if you ain't planning on looking at
Well,
him. So.
I think they will. I think he's going to fall quite a bit. He's so little. Most teams are writing him off. So, I mean, the Chiefs could use him just because he's so shifty and fast. So
Yep.
out of the backfield,
Julia,
Jared McKinnon type.
The DTs, does any catch your eye, and what round would y'all pick? Yeah, I mean,
Elijah Cansey.
I got Adebore in round 1, early round 2. He could fall.
Elijah
he could
Cansey,
rise.
Mozzie Smith.
Yeah,
Both of those guys I think are first round talent.
Yeah, I like Mozzie Smith. Steve likes Dante Stills out of West Virginia.
Jervon Dexter from Florida.
We like Jervon Dexter. I actually like Jalen Redmond out of Oklahoma. Again, he's more of like a shoot the gap kind of guy, you know. But
Carl Brooks.
Carl Brooks.
He's a smaller type, kind of like Cansey, but he's good too.
No, Carl Brooks is 303. Unless
I got mixed up with somebody.
I don't know. There's just so many names. Who knows? Yeah, there's a lot of defensive tackles. A lot of people like Keandre Coburn out of Texas too. There's a lot. I don't know.
The quick mock y'all did came out really nice. Are you talking about the one with the Bleacher Report yesterday?
Yeah.
If you are, Brian, let us know. I thought it turned out pretty decent. I mean, it was a lot different than a lot of our other mocks, but it was just the way the board was falling.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Bleacher Report, I'm sure y'all have heard of Bleacher Report. They're everywhere. They do all kinds of stuff. They wrote us the night before, and they were like, hey, do you guys want to jump on tomorrow at 3 p.m. and do an impromptu mock draft? And so we were like, yeah, sure. So they picked us to come on do a Chiefs mock draft. We showed up. We represented.
We had to represent.
Whatever. Yeah, and I think it come out pretty well. It's tough to mock 10 picks in 30 minutes, and it wasn't even truly 30 minutes. It was 20. But you guys go check that. We released that full video today.
Yeah. What's going on, Jay? Good to see you, man. Lego says Flowers to the Chiefs a bluff or a possibility. I think it's a possibility if he were to be there around the 31 mark. I don't think they'll trade up to get him, but honestly, I think they would have to if that's really what they're targeting. Because I'm thinking, like I said earlier, I think he's going to go to Baltimore more than likely, about 23.
Yeah, I don't see him getting all the way down to us at 31. Kyle says, which teams do you think will make a mistake on what players that cause better players to fall to us? You always got teams that make mistakes. I honestly think people think Keon White isn't going to get drafted in the first round. I think Green Bay is going to screw it up and take Keon White at their pick because that's what they do.
The quarterback situation, sort of. I don't think they're riding with Jordan Love. Do you really think they think Jordan Love is going to be the man? I think if somebody were to fall like a C.J. Stroud or Will Levis or something like that, they're going to jump all over it. And they might even look at Hooker.
Possibly. Boats and Hoes. Am I tripping, or are you guys on different sides of the screen? I don't know. Are we? I don't remember. I do feel like in our videos, I'm on the left and Steve's on the right. Is
that better?
That better? Man, I just got a mind warp right there.
Yeah, it is weird after looking at it for so long and all of a sudden it's backwards. It's like, what? We can even be gigantic.
Ooh, look at that
gigantic. See us up close and personal.
Look. God, I just ran off half the community here.
Probably.
Yeah, Brian said the first 2 picks were Vici, but Ricci. That we get both. Yeah, for sure.
Who did we take second in that one?
Bro, I don't even
remember. I forget already. It's been a whole day and I already forgot. I don't know. It turned out pretty good though. I thought it was a decent draft.
I just got an email from somebody named Dawn, and she said that she subscribed to our channel, but she's not talking in the chat, but she wants to tell me that she is from South Dakota. So South Dakota's on the list. Look at that. We turned South Dakota blue. Just imagine that it's red. I'd like to turn it red, but any map that's turning blue, I don't know about it. I like the red map for the Chiefs. So, okay.
Night Hunter says since he's under contract that they're going to give the start to Jordan Love. Man, they might, but I mean, I don't think they are sold on him. There's no way they could be, right? He looked terrible every time he came in as a backup. I thought that was a stupid pick when they made it, to be honest.
Yeah, Jordan Love. Dude, I don't know. Jordan Love ain't that good. Andy Reid didn't know who Jordan Love was.
Can you two name our 6 or 7 wide receivers as of now? Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, MVS, Richie, Justin Ross, and Justin Watson. That 6 right now is probably it, more than likely.
Okay, so look, I don't think they take 7. I think we take 6.
They'll
and
do 6.
If we draft one in the first or second round, maybe even third, if you draft one in the fourth, you're not cutting them. So who are you pulling off that list to get the guy we draft? That's the real question.
Yeah, Smith Marset. Kyle Carney says Smith Marset. He's on there too. Man, yeah, I don't know who's actually going to make this team, and it really depends. If they were to trade for D-Hop, that somebody's out the window.
So look,
if they were to draft one, more than likely somebody's out the window.
Let's be logical. Kadarius Toney, we traded for him. He's not going anywhere. Sky Moore, second-round pick, he's not going anywhere. MVS, they've already said he's not going anywhere. So that's 3. They just signed Justin Watson to 2 years. I don't think he goes anywhere.
Those 3 are like the only ones that I think have a for sure lock. Is Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and MVS.
What about Justin Watson? You just re-signed him
he's
for 2.
Right. He's right there on the edge. But, I mean, they did just re-sign him, but I think if it worked out to where they didn't want him, it could be that way. I don't know.
I think Richie James isn't a lock. I would come more giving Justin Ross a lock over Richie James, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I think Richie James.
Jake from State Farm says Kalijah Cansey with our first pick. I believe if Kalijah Cansey is there at pick 31, that we should definitely take him. He would be a game changer inside there with Chris Jones, and it would be silly to pass up that type of talent at pick 31. So if he were to fall there, yes, I could see that.
Right. Julia says Andy. Oh, no. John Ross is there, too. Yeah, John Ross is there. I don't think John Ross is going to make the team. I don't see it.
I don't either. Julia says Andy not keeping a fullback. I don't think he's going to this year. I think he's finally going to move away from that fullback. Because you got to think, we had Mike Burton last year. He's a donkey now. I mean, the only time we ever used the fullback was when we needed to do a quarterback sneak or get that short yardage, and it's just so predictable. You mean, might as well just map it out from a mile away. So, I mean, it's not that, it's not that good anymore. Like, I feel like it's...
Maddie says add D-Hop to that list. See you, Richie James. Okay, look. So if you take D-Hop, if we get D-Hop, are you not drafting another one? Do you guys think we don't draft?
No.
What if we get D-Hop, are we not taking a late round flyer on one?
Probably
I'm curious.
Not. Maybe like somebody crazy, like at the very end of the draft, like a Bryce Ford Wheaton or somebody that's just crazy athletic that's way down low on the draft board.
The kid from Arkansas we've been looking at.
Jaden Hazelwood. Yeah, something like that. I could see that. Probably somebody end up on a practice squad more than likely. But yeah, if they get D-Hop, they're not going to put that much draft. They're not going to draft a receiver up high, no.
Right. Brian says MVS is first out, money talks, BS walks. Dude, I think they'll keep MVS this year, but if he don't pick it up from last year, I think he will be.
Well, that's the thing. It's not that he needs to pick it up. I mean, if you saw what he can do when he gets the ball thrown to him, you saw what his upside is, and that was the AFC Championship game against the Bengals. He torched them. But we watched all year, him and Mahomes just didn't have that chemistry, man. Mahomes missed him all the time. And I don't know if that was a Mahomes thing or a MVS thing. I don't know. I think if MVS got to the point to where he would actually fight for balls and high point the ball, be a little bit more physical and, things like that, I think that he could be very effective. But they got to get on the same page, that's for sure.
Julia says no more Sky on punt returns, to be honest.
Hey, he dropped them, but he got us the win with the punt return in Cincinnati or against Cincinnati. That punt return late.
Steven says, LOL, you all got me recruiting your channel. So I went into Walmart and Mike Crawford, a Chiefs player from before our time, was greeting. Got him, boys. So got Mike Crawford to sub. Good deal.
Heck yeah. Hey, if you guys don't care to tell your friends and stuff, if they like the Chiefs, man, come sub our channel and hang out. I mean, that's how we're going to grow this thing, is with you guys helping us out. So, I mean, like I said earlier, I just want to hit that 10K mark and get that one under the belt. That's what I want to do as far as subs go. So that's kind of where we're at. We're going to have to wrap this up in a few minutes, Mike. You got to get going, don't you?
Yep. I need to be going like 5 minutes ago. I stayed 5 minutes too long, actually. So.
Well, we're going to give it 2 more minutes.
Okay, I'll give it 2 more minutes, and then I'll try not to pass out from the Eagles twos.
Now, we appreciate you guys for being with us today, for real. It's always fun. It's awesome. You guys rule. If you're new here, hit that sub button. Hang out with us more often, man. It's a good fun time. Got some good people in the chat. It's always a good time. Chris
Whoa.
Wright, thanks for all the work you did, all the memberships that you've handed out. You're amazing. Steven, thanks for the Eagle Tears and the everlasting memory of Mike drinking the yogurt Eagle Tears.
Boy.
That was going to be stuck in my head for a little while.
Yeah, that was nasty and disgusting. But I do appreciate you sending it for me because the bottle's going to be awesome. But I think the rest of the milk's going in the I called it milk. It's yogurt at this point. The rest of the cottage cheese is going in the sink, guys. Yeah, everybody thank Chris Wright. This dude's awesome. Yeah, any donations, any memberships, any of that helps us, man,
Right.
because we're trying to make this full time, and it's tough to do when I'm having to leave like right now and then drive all night long. But I'm
Yeah.
coming back and we're recording videos. I'm up till 8 a.m. and I wake up at noon every day, and I get 4 hours of sleep because we're trying to put out content and stuff. So I love it, but
It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. We do put in a lot of time, so all the help for sure. If you guys, Chris Wright, actually, he's amazing. He helped us out a lot. He's our moderator now in the chat. If you guys didn't notice, he's our first one. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, or just working with Chris and like helping, build this channel up in different ways and coming up with ideas and talking with us on the side and just doing this thing together, hit us up, allchiefedup@gmail.com, and let us know that you're interested. We'd like to get a good little core group going and get this thing rolling, man.
Right. And also, I don't know how you guys are you guys Facebook people? Like, we're thinking about making a Facebook group over there, maybe getting somebody to go over there.
We have a page on Facebook. You can follow it.
Yeah.
But pretty much we'll just put up the shorts that we put from YouTube and things like that.
Well, I'm talking about the actual group where like people can talk football and things. Like, we're
I
thinking
want
about
to
doing
talk
that,
football right here. This is the
Right.
best place to come talk some football.
Man, you know what I'm talking about. Shut up. And anyways, the point is we're looking for people over there. So if you're familiar with Facebook and like that, let me know if that's something you want to do. Maybe I'll make you guys moderators.
We're on
or something
Twitter,
over there too.
Twitter at All Chiefed Up. So.
Yep, but I got to run, guys. I appreciate you all, and again, thanks, Steven, for the clabbered yogurt. But I mean, it's not your fault. I know. Yeah, it's awesome. I appreciate.
Hey,
you
hit
guys.
that like button on your way out if you don't care. That'd help us out tremendously. And we will post our final predictions for the draft. They will be up sometime tonight. It might be early in the morning, but be on the lookout for that, and we'll keep track of that this weekend and see how good we do.
Awesome. Yeah, hit us up, allchiefedup@gmail.com if you're interested in doing any kind of moderator or anything like that, and we'll check those emails. So see you guys. We'll see you guys
Have a good one.
Friday. Have a happy draft.